Hi, welcome back guys. This is your friend, the What If guy, back with another fanfiction. This is the second part of What If Issei Becomes Dark Dragon God. Now before starting, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this. Now let's get into the fanfic. Maybe we both would been best duos. You're right, well let's sleep. Yes, good night Issei. Good night Naruto. Both have gone to long sleep but both didn't know someone what hearing all their talk. It was Jiraiya who heard everything. He felt sorry for the boy even more for to see a boy who is like Naruto felt pain with the close people who give him life. What a world we live in. Indeed, what world we live indeed. Chapter 25. Black Dragon and have a tour. Issei, who been asleep, was in a dark void with white flames everywhere. He didn't understand what's happening until he felt something coming. He turned his face and he see a majestic dragon. So it's finally we have met hatchling, said the dragon who is sitting in the middle of the void. Who are you? Said Issei on guard, but he feel no hostility from the dragon. Oh, my apologies, let me introduce myself. I'm Bahamut, the dark dragon god of destruction and despair, said Bahamut with aura that demand respect. Then why are you here and how you get here in my dream, or better yet this world? It's easy hatchling, I was inside of you the moment of your beak. Make Issei shocked. Did that mean other than evolution copy, he have another sacred gear? If that was the case, why didn't you appear early? Well, like any sacred gear you need to reach a certain level to able to awaken it. For me is too much. So if I didn't have that absurd of power you wouldn't be awake. Yes and no, your power is needed, such as your emotion for need absolute power for the moment you born. I have seen the potential in you and your gear is something in my lifetime pique my interest. So how you become a sacred gear in the first place? If what you tell me it's mean you hell strong. Ha ha ha, you are interesting boy. Yes, you're right, for me I can crush anyone like insects, not even Great Red himself can beat me. So you say you're most powerful dragon in the universe. Who knows, I didn't see nor meet powerful opponents, but I also heard stories about. You know, the dimensional gap is bridge to entire new galaxy. It may get you in place to different world with set of rules like this universe. You cross over it, you change its fate. I didn't want Mr. Jiraiya to die. I thought it may give Naruto some closure. Issei put his head down a little. He may alter something. Hope is not worth. Well, the damage is already done, but who cares? You changed a timeline story, so I maybe give a new series a new flavor. What you mean? Issei didn't like what is the dragon saying. Don't take it the wrong way, change fate is a huge deal, but who will stop you? You are a dragon, for cry out loud. Our existence should bring enemies to think 1,000 times before as simple things to us. So you want me to just shrug it off? I'm saying I want you to feel in the first time you change things for helping people you want them be happy is strong to do but not impossible to obtain. So what the next step? Is not out for me to decide, it's your story. I'm only here to give a hand when you need it, and besides we phase some ditties in other dimension, wouldn't that make your BLD boil for excitement? Said Bahamut with large smirk. You right, this time I want to do things for me. If anyone want to stop me, then he must ready for the consequences of his actions. Issei said with a smirk. Excellent, you make me proud. You really the first person I speak is normal to have me as partner. This will be a new experience. I'm honored. By the way, how are you in a gear in the first place? Well, to tell you the truth, I felt bored, so I decided to be a gear door, someone to kill my boredom. Issei, who hear this sweat drop from this, he didn't know if he can take his words seriously, but he chose not to ask much. He see the dream become to crumble. It seems you about to wake up. Yes, time fly fast. Well, I will see you in real world. We shall. Real world. Issei, who wake up from his slumber, he scratch his eyes and get up. He see Naruto was still sleeping like a log. Issei almost laugh. He hold himself. He didn't want to wake him up. He see our closet there have a quantity of ramen. He remembered Naruto love for ramen, so Issei decide to make the best breakfast for him. 30 minutes later. Naruto, who become to wake up from slumber after sniffing the air, he smelled something delicious and that called ramen. He sit himself up and go to the kitchen. What he saw make his mouth waterfall and eyes shines like stars. He see dishes of ramen. He can smell the flavor. Naruto thought he was dreaming, but until he heard Issei voice. Oh Naruto, you're awake. I was about to wake you up, said Issei, who was sitting the table, and remove his apron. Did you do all of this? Said Naruto, didn't believe his eyes. Of course, why you don't like it? Like it, I love it, the texture, the smell is great, now I want to taste it. Wash hand first. Ye captain. Naruto give a salute to Issei, make Issei laugh from this. 5 minutes later. Issei and Naruto was eating ramen and enjoyed the taste, it was amazing like 5 stars hotel. So tell me, did you like the taste? Yes, it was delicious, I never had this taste in years, your natural cook Issei. You flatter me Naruto, I only do what is best, but you still need to bring something others than ramen. Naruto is not healthy every time. You like Kakashi-sensei always say that? Oh, Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja, I heard of him, but he is right, you need to eat healthy food to get stronger. Okay Jez, you talk to me like I'm a child. Said Naruto with pout. Well, from your antics you are a child. Hey, take that back, I kick join, but every day of the week I can take care of myself. I believe you would Naruto, you're strong but you lack some things. And that would be, let's say, you relationship with your tail beast. Said Issei, shocked Naruto to the core. How he know about he have a tail beast? How? I also like you Naruto, I'm also a Jinchuriki. Issei dropped the bomb to Naruto face. They were a silence. Naruto widened his eyes, now he understand Issei wasn't only have terrible childhood and people treat him like SHT but also have a tail beast now, for him is making sense. How long he was in you? Asked Naruto, didn't want to play behind the bush. The moment I was born. Naruto see this, lower his face, they both are the same, both despised and have beast inside of him make them dangerous. So what have my relationship with tail beast have to do with my strength? Said Naruto, didn't understand. I mean, you and Kurama need to set aside your both hate and become a power that all people and fear and respect you. And how you know their name better, yet how can you know me and him have hate? Because I know what it feel like to be hated, to be seen as weakling, and people step up of you. For me, I become friends with him. Said Issei, make Naruto shocked, he befriend a tail beast. You befriend a tail beast, while that weird for me, he hate me. I know you and Kurama have seen hate and need to let go of the past. But he is responsible for Leaf destruction 16 years ago, how can I or anyone forgive him, and he hate me, you know. Yes, have asked yourself why he hate, did you ask yourself why he attacked the Leaf? Said Issei, make Naruto think he didn't know why there no smokes without fire. Nope, I don't know. See, you didn't know the full details and see what he been through, you only treat him like people treat you. Naruto widened his eyes, he remembered see the 9 tails angry and see how he was despised for have him and he deposited people in all. But how can you know his name? Tail beast have names Naruto, I have met other tail beasts, some are normal and some are wild. So you say that 16 years ago someone make the tail beast rampage? Yes, and you must know who. Naruto widened his eyes, the one who may be able to do this is Uchiha Madara. It seems you go it right, when the first Hokage Hakurama Senju was battling Madara Uchiha over and over, each time he marched victories in. Once Madara lost his brother, then it's turned to the worst, then their time comes when Madara was at Hakurama Mercy Hakuram, of course as friends in childhood, he want him to give up and stop the stupid war, then Madara give him 2 choices. Naruto now is waiting for story to continue, he want like it. He said either kill yourself or kill your brother for me to give up. Make Naruto widen his eyes at this. And Hakurama take off his armor and wanna do the first option and order after his demise no one will touch a single Uchiha and let Madara go. When Hakurama wanna take his own life, Madara stopped him, he see his wrong and stop his friend from suicide, and then was the beginning of the Hidden Leaf first introduction. Issei finished his story. Naruto didn't heard this version before, he know Madara was a founder but didn't know there were like this. But how did you know all of that? In the early age people write their diaries in war for people to know what happened, turn out there's someone who write everything and I end up step upon them. Like I said Naruto, if you don't know the whole truth your conviction to hate is invalid. So what happened next? I'm sure thing turn out differently. That story for other time. What, but why? Because its breakfast is finished and you promised me a tour, remember? Naruto hit his head, he forgot about it. Oh yes, sorry, well let's go. Alright. Time skip. Issei and Naruto walk on the street of Konoha and see many things. Issei loved this place, it didn't have stupid technology and have pure air, he felt more alive, he saw many shops and people walking and talking, he felt the civilization is far great than his world, but he can't say all thing is good unless the people is watching him from afar, but Issei didn't mind them. Then a kid with brown hair appeared on Naruto's side. Brother Naruto, how are you? Oh Konohamaru, hello, how you're training? Getting well, but I'm still struggling with the Rasengan. By the way, who is with you? Oh yes, I forget to tell you this, my friend Issei. He is a visitor and I give him a tour. Hey there Konohamaru, I'm Issei Voldigode, nice to meet you. My pleasure also. So, is there anything you want from me? Oh yes, Lady Tsunade wants you to go to the hospital and get her something she forgot. I can't that granny don't forget anything, it's the 5 time. Orders are orders. Okay shish Issei, join me in this. Sure. They both gone to the hospital and get to the waiting room in that they saw a girl with large forehead. Yes, it was Sakura. The useless one. Hello Naruto, thank for you coming, this is the files for Lady Tsunade. Thanks, and hey, this my friend Issei. This Sakura Haruno 1 team 7 members with me. Nice to meet you, said Issei with flat voice. Issei for his part have mixed feelings about Sakura because she was sometimes the most idiotic he ever seen. She was mostly only ad cheerleader of the team, but he can give her some preps for at least try to be useful. Nice to meet you too Issei, so are you a tourist? You could say that, said Issei with mixture of flatness and boredom. Are you alright? You seem not normal today. Oh nothing, just I hate hospitals. Oh sorry, not everyone can stomach hospital this day. Well, I may catch up on you Naruto later, said Sakura, who left. Time skip. Dude, you been rude to Sakura when W entered. Is something wrong? Nope, what give you that idea? It's just you seem just don't like her that all. Naruto, tell me, do you love her? Said Issei, surprised. Naruto. Well, I don't know, is complicated. Then why don't you propose her then? Are you crazy? She may hit the CRP out of me. Then why be a simper then? Make Naruto blush from that. I'm not. Then why chose someone who don't love you and never give you a face for it? I mean, there another you may find even worthy. Like who? Now Naruto interest, who is the one who interest in him? The Hyuga girl who been I have seen I every time. Make Naruto stopped and have a wide. The only Hyuga girl he know is Hinata. You mean Hinata like me? If you believe it or not, that up to you, but yes, she seems to be interest for you Naruto. The way she see you isn't the first it seems, isn't that right? Well, when you say that way you're right in every way. I see she give me more importance than her team sometimes, and her words sometimes like mine foe getting stronger. It seems she see you as role model for not giving up nor being weak. You Naruto are the one who she love, said Issei. Make Naruto blush from this. Did Hinata love him? But she is the princess of the Hyuga clan and he was a normal ninja. Don't think about status Naruto, she may be a Hyuga but doesn't change she is a woman. Also don't forget that, give it time to think what I told you. And oh, one more thing, if you end up go on a date, don't go for a Chiraku at first, you have to take her in a place special. Naruto who have his brain to think about what Issei word was in ah. But is it alright for me to ask her? I mean, I wasn't that good for her like her to me. Trust me Naruto, from a brother to another she will be happy for you to ask her out. She maybe even faint from it, but it's a sigh. She's happy, don't rush, think about it, okay? I will try. Let's give the file for Granny Tsunade. Okay. Tsunade office. Here Granny, your files. Thank Naruto. And how was your night Issei? It was fine, can't complain. I'm happy to hear that, hope you enjoyed our village. I did, it's appealing as they say, but sadly I'm only stay for a month, so after the pain are dealt with I will continue my travel. Isn't lonely to travel? At first, but isn't not like I don't go home. Well, you free young man, so who am I to tell what to do? Oh yeah, Naruto, Kakashi told me he want to meet you in the place he trained in the first place. Now okay then, Issei coming, said Naruto, who gone running. Hold up Naruto, said Issei following him. Issei who turned his body go after him, leaving Tsunade training place. Issei and Naruto have been in the place when Kakashi let Team 7 have to catch the bells. Where is he? He is late. From your words, is not his first time. No, he sometimes take either half or hour get her, and he say he lost in the way of life, said Naruto with fire, with his eyes burning from rage. Haha, it seems you got it rough. You don't know that half of it. Sorry for being late. Finally I was about to sleep, Kakashi sensei. Sorry, there what a lady want to cross the road, so I help her. Not this again, can't you give something new? Now Naruto, so you must Issei, Lady Tsunade told me about you. Yes, nice to meet you, I'm Issei Voldigode, nice to finally meet the copy ninja. So my tales have reached the Northance region. I'm impressed. Well, when you have the majority gossips, you can't shut them up. You're funny one, aren't you? So, sensei, what is you want from us? Since there will maybe attack on the leaf and I've have seen for a little spar. Well, I'm ready. Issei, are you gonna join us? Why not? It will be a honor to fight the copy ninja. Chapter 26, Copy Ninja and the Banquet. Issei and Naruto are on guard. They are against Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja. To defeat him is simple, they need to take the bells from him. The battle begin. Naruto become to do hand sign for shadow clones. Multi-shadow clone jutsu. Said Naruto invoke 20 clones and become to go against Kakashi, but Kakashi just dodge every one of them and kick their asses. Naruto with the distraction he made a Rasengan. Take this sensei. Rasengan. Said Naruto hit Kakashi, but Kakashi wasn't there, it was a wood. What substitute jutsu? You still like always, Naruto. Said Kakashi, who was in a tree. You're fast, I get you that, but? Said Naruto. Make Kakashi widen his eyes. He turn his eyes and see Issei behind. He jump from there, but Issei have another things. Wood style wood prison. Said Issei make a prison from wood. Catching Kakashi, he was even shocked. Issei was a wood user. He tried to dodge, but he was captured. How that copy ninja caught you off guard, didn't I? Said Issei with an innocent smile. Kakashi was still processing what happened, then used the chidori and cut the prison open. You're good boy, I'm surprised you're a wood user, you're rare boy, very rare. Said Kakashi have removed the mask from his Sharingan eye. Thank for the compliment, but don't think I'm going easy on you. Said Issei have activate his Rinnegan eye. Hey, you two, aren't you both go overboard? Don't worry, I'm only playing. Said Issei with innocent smile. Naruto gulped from this. If that was playing, he prayed to any god for not see when he serious. Then let keep this going. Said Issei make hand sign. It have a dragon sign. Kakashi eyes wide. Fire style majestic destroyer flame. Said Issei send a deadly flame at Kakashi directions. Kakashi use a hand sign. Water style water dragon jutsu. Said Kakashi send a dragon-shaped water. Both attacks collided, both didn't lower his power. A second Issei, well, he was only around, he didn't want to finish the battle quickly, he was having fun, until then Issei, he himself slight drown and see under his feet become a mud hole. Smart. Said Issei in his mind, but he wasn't going to fell for it. He then used lighting style at Kakashi, make him jump the other side. Issei jumped to a tree. Naruto was in near, waiting the moment to take the bell. You're good kid, it's the first time someone make me use half of my power. Said Kakashi slight panting. He have to g the kid guts, he make him go further than ever. I will take this as compliment, but now is time for take the bell. Don't think it's easy. Well, see. Then Issei sprint to Kakashi position. Naruto see shocked, he throw himself to Kakashi. He didn't know JF he have plan or was stupid. Kakashi was now see his options. He did want to see what this kid have. He did the chidori in that Issei throw a kunai at Kakashi, but he evaded. Issei wad in front of him, but Kakashi hit him with the chidori, but then he see Issei eyes, he widen them at horror rate. His eyes was like the Sharingan but was blue. Got you. Issei then was replaced by crows. Naruto have taken his chance and snatched the bell. Woo, that was close. Issei, my man, you should have told me the plan. Where the fun in that? Said Issei have the bell in his hand. Kakashi see his torso, he swear it was with him in seconds. Did you put me in genjutsu? Said Kakashi put his mask on his eye. Who knows, but to answer you, I did when you saw me behind you. Said Issei make Kakashi shocked, so he was under illusion the whole time. Well, since this you both have the bells, you win, hope we get unscathed if something happened. Well, live nothing strong when you put yourself in danger. So Naruto, since it become late, let's call this day off. You said it, I'm beat, see you soon Kakashi-sensei. Said Naruto leave him and Issei. Kakashi was himself there, but then Jiraiya get out from the bushes. So Kakashi, what do you think about the kid? He is strange but strong, I never see someone like him in ages. He also have wood nature, his rare, but his eyes make him dangerous. You're right, but he's only dangerous to his enemies. You become to be found of him, Mr. Jiraiya. He's like Naruto was treated unjustly, but he chose to move forward, maybe that it, who knows. Only time will tell. Time skip. Next day. Issei was walking on the streets with Naruto. They both was invited to eat with their fellow peers. When they reached their destination, they enter the restaurant. Where here? Said Naruto cheerfully. You take your time, Choji would ate all the meat, said Shikamaru Nara. How rude, but right, if you two was late you would have waited more for second. Geez, your guys, can you two stop acting like children? Said Ino. Issei saw here make him blush little. He sighed to himself. He wish fate for not tell him. She will added to his HR. I don't know what are you talking about, added this beauty to the HR. Ha 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 ha. Said the author, laugh heavily. Issei felt cold pass down to his spine, but he shrugged it off. Yes, sorry, we took the long road, my mistake. Let me present you my guest, Issei Voldigode. Hello all, my name is Issei Voldigode, like Naruto said, hope not be a bother. Said Issei with a small bow and sweet smile. Ino see his smile was blushing from it, but she hold herself. Nice to meet you too, Issei. I'm Choji. I'm Shikamaru Nara. I'm Ino Yamka. Nice to meet you too. Said Issei. Extend her hand. Issei shake it. Ino felt his hand was warm. She become to feel fusy. What was she thinking? Well then, since we got our names, let eat, I'm starving. Said Choji, take 5 pieces of meat. Hey Choji, left some for us. I will try, huh? Said Choji, who was like a glutton. Devour them all. Become to laugh and become to talk. They asked Issei many questions, but Issei try to be vague but let some truth. Well Issei, tell us, did you like the village? Said Ino with flirt words. Yes, it's amazing, better with views, people, and of course food. Said Issei, eat meat and have a huge smile that make Ino blush from his face. I heard you and Naruto beat Kakashi Sensei, right? Said Shikamaru. Analysis him. Yes. Said Issei, who was drinking juice. It was a great thing to do. You're not much talker. Said Choji, who been eating at least a cow by now. When eating food, talking with B can be a drag. Said Issei, shocking the Choji and Ino, who look at him and Shikamaru the same drag phrase. You're right, it's a drag. Said Shikamaru, who nodded and continue eating. All sweat drop. Those two are alike, but it's not that bad, isn't it? Time path. All have been eating and drinking and have a good time. Then it become late. Shikamaru and Choji goes home, for Ino was outside. Issei beside her alone. If you want to know why Naruto have seen Hinata looking at him from a fat, then he remembered Issei words, so he muster his courage and go to her. Issei what happy for his brother moving his, but at last, so he asked Ino to go with her to her house because it was late. She blushed but nodded. Both was walking and breathed the air of the night and hear dogs howl. Then they reached to the destination. Thank you Issei for walk me home. Of course I wouldn't let appealing lady as yourself go alone. Said Issei, make Ino have atomic blush. She enter her courage and give him a embrace on the cheek. Issei what taken aback, then she said, think about it as a thank you, bye. She ran inside home. Issei, who was standing there, put his hand on the place Ino kissed. He was don't know what to do. His partners began to laugh. Their partner was the definition can break his differences with no force. Then he still and go home. When he enter, he see Naruto, who have a red face and a lipstick on his mouth. Wow Naruto, you're fast. Did you two do the deed? Issei asked, have his eyes record everything in 4K. Naruto blushed and shook his head. No, we well I just. Naruto. EXE stopped working, please wait for reboot. Okay, begin slowly. Okay, I remember what you told me and all, and I asked her out. Okay, and? Well, she fainted. Said Naruto, scratch his back of his neck. Told you so. Well, did Sag? Yes. Yes, she was very happy and she was about to fall and I catch her, but then in heat of the moment we Issei had red cheeks. Okay, I get, well, congrats, but remember you have to take her a place special, so forget Ichiraku like even exist. Easy said then done, but I will try. Don't be HRD on yourself, you're a step further to be a man. While you talk like pervy sage. Hey, well, let's say I have a hem experience. Sure you do. Said Naruto with a smug. Okay, charging the subject, there will be 3 days and we will set off. I know, hope we be here before anything happen. We will, don't worry, and we will kick their asses. Right? Well, since this over, let's sleep, I'm tired. Right, it was a taxing day. Good night. Good night Naruto. They both gone in a deep sleep. Chapter 27 Sage Mode. Issei was standing in front the gate of Konoha with Naruto waiting for pervy sage. Where is he? Is 6 in the morning. Said Naruto, scratching his eyes. He will be here, be patient Naruto. Yo kids, keep you waiting, huh? Said Jiraiya, who have a green frog on his shoulder. Where were you, pervy sage? I almost fall asleep again. Said Naruto, have a vein on top his head. Sorry about that, I was taking so stuff, and here I present you Fukasaku, my mentor. Fey Frog was your mentor, said Naruto with slight disbelief. Hey, have some respect, kid, he teach me many things. It's alright, Jiraiya boy, he will learn, and hello kid, glad to see you again, said the frog, greeting Issei. Yes, it been a while, hoping you and your wife in good health. We thank you that day, and I was happy to know you want to learn sage mode. Know it my honor to be taught by great one like you, said Issei with at most respect. Make the frog smile, this kid was good with his mouth, he give him that. So when are we leaving? Right now, just put your hand on my back, said the frog. All do what he say, and then reverse summoning. In a flash the wear transport to Mount Myoboku. Wow, look great, said Issei, looking by his eyes many frogs, some sitting and some sleeping under the shade. Well, let's go, you have to put your language, said the frog who was jumping, and they followed him until they were in front of large place. It's that your house, Gramps? Well, kinda, there other live here also. So pervy sage, you trained here also? Yes, I was like 12-13, it's here I got here by mistake. How? Asked Naruto, knowing he will laugh at it. You remember the scroll, you need to write your name and put your handprint on it. Yes. Well, I kinda the summoning without doing that and get reversed on me being summoned here. Ha 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 ha, oh I can believe it, ha. Naruto was on the ground laughing, holding his stomach. Issei have slight laugh, he remembered that episode, but it give him the props to learn. Okay, you can laugh later on my mistake later. Well, now since we here, let's begin our training. Right, said the two. They were in front of Foten with oil drip from a statue of a frog. It's been a while, Naruto. Naruto look at the side, he find a big orange frog at him a while, then yes, he remembered. Gamakichi, that you man, you grown up. What do you think I will, that same little frog? No, it just good to see you. And who your friend? I know Mr. Jiraiya, but who the new kid? He is Issei, my new friend, he come here to learn sage mode. Oh, if they the case, welcome. Nice to meet you too, said Issei with a smile. Well then boys, let's begin. After that the frog tell them how the training begin and how it can be a life treating because they may stop becoming human, and the frog demonstrated by put a little drop on Naruto arm and make circle at it, and then Naruto see his reflection, his left eye become frog and his hand become to frog, shift be run left and right, saying help the frog hit him on the head, tell him he will revert back since he didn't have little to nothing on him. Issei who see this, he remembered this training need patience and resilience. The frog explained that they need to focus their energy and they need to be still for nature energy to flow in them and mix. Naruto didn't understand at first. Issei see this side and tell him, think as them ice cream with chocolate and vanilla, but you added a layer of strawberry on top of it. Naruto now understand it. So how will be able to do it? Said Naruto, waiting for the frog answer. Gamakichi interjected. You die for it. Huh? He mean for you to do it? It will take time and patience because it may be the death of you. Sage mode isn't a game, but when you enter it you will life 1,000 times, your body can handle. Naruto wad goosebump, he thinks sage mode can do all of this. The frog see his face, he reached near frog statue and became to lift it, and voila, he handle like a champ. Naruto was now more determined to do it. Issei who looked at frog oil remembered if it left it will disappear, but it didn't stop him. Both now was sitting near the fountain and the frog became to pour the oil on them. Naruto was been hit by a fan in face multiple times, and Issei, while he was concentrate, he kept his cool, he regulated the energy, but it did what happened to Naruto, he get hit on the forehead. Ouch. Keep trying, you're doing good. Alright. Issei kept in this, he then felt different, his body become more stable, more powerful, more feeling his surroundings, his eyes lash become to change to orange, but it cut short. Well boy, you surprise me, you're the first who is near it. Naruto are too, but now let's rest now and come eat. Issei just nod, and both was sitting on the floor. There was a food that they watching. Naruto almost wanna vomit. Issei, just normal isn't not the first time for him. Naruto watching pervy sage eating it like it's nothing, he turn his face and see Issei eating as well, he seems to enjoy it. Common boy, our food will be cold if you don't start eating it, said Shima. Naruto who didn't have a choice did it. After that they finished. Naruto was like his face features said he was in 7 circles of hell. Common Naruto, it wasn't that bad. Easy for you to say you like it. Well, it wasn't the first time, said Issei with downcast expression. Sorry. Don't worry, believe me, you didn't eaten snakes, they were bitter, but over time you get used to it. Seems harsh. Naruto give him his sympathy. Well, let's continue. Now they were in front of a place their needle at size on building. So what are we gonna do here? Training with your balance. In some circumstances you need at most sturdiness. In any battle you can't move while use sage mode, so you need to calm yourself. Then the frog take a board and sit in top the needle. Issei who jumped also the frog throw him a one, and he sat on it. Naruto did the same at first, then he fall and Gramp caught him by his tongue. Are you alright, Naruto? Yes, DMN this thing. After that Naruto tried to do this and fall over and over and over, then he get it right. Issei who was calm didn't fall, he kept his cool. He felt the energy comes to him like before, but now is more potent. Both sitting even after a thunderstorm comes with a powerful rain. They didn't budge. After that both eyes lash become to change to orange. They open their eyes at the same time. Those two are surprisingly good at it. This can change many things, said the toad. You're right. How did you find both of them? Said Jiraiya, proud for both. Naruto boy is good, strong to each but not impossible, but for Issei boy is a different thing. What do you mean? His chakra isn't you called normal, his chakra is so dark and bright and the same time. So you're saying there's something more for him? I don't know, his nature is complex, never in my years have seen something like him. He is a puzzle piece and sometimes I see something behind him. Like what? Don't know really, I never something before, but it was a being with wings and a tail and huge mouth with fangs and red eyes like slits. Do you think it's a tail beast? No, I have seen share of them. No one like him. This boy is rare. His control of chakra is amazing to his age. You also said he have the Rinnegan that gave him a place near him. You don't mean? Said Jiraiya with gasp. Yes, the sage of six path with this almost control aura. He may be his rightful successor. This boy isn't normal, Jiraiya boy. I almost feel he is league above all of us. Is that all your feelings or what you think? Who knows really, but it seems the fate of ninja world change. Wait, how did it change? Something or someone have changed something that make everything go full 180. Jiraiya boy, this kid maybe is the cause, who knows, but it may be something will be beneficial. Only time will tell. Both Issei and Naruto was fighting each other, no one pulling a punch, well except Issei. He didn't want to hurt Naruto, so he fight him with a power above him a little, but it's good for him to learn. Also after that they both jumped on the oil of frog and balanced their chakra more with nature energy. They were like reborn, they overcomes their limits. Congrats partner, how do you feel? Said Kurama, proud of his host. Better than ever. Sage mode is something amazing. Now I have absolute control. Don't get ahead of yourself partner, you need to know activate it, need time and you need relax yourself. It been 6 days but you got what you want, there's still pain problems. You're right, I must not get over myself. Thank you Kurama, thank you all. Said Issei with a smirk and his friends smirk also. Chapter 28. The fight and the return. Issei was sitting on his bed thinking it will be his last days here after he and Naruto defeat pain. It will be mean, he will return to his world. To tell the truth, he liked here, it was refreshing, he felt normal, he felt happy, but he remembered he have his loved ones missing him. He then see Naruto who was in his pajamas sitting on his bed. Demon, you don't hold a punch. Issei sneaker, not my problem, you lose focus. Yeah I know Issei, you said you will tell me the story, can you continue it? Well, since we're here, why not let me remembered. Yes, after Madara's surrender he helped Hakurama, they made the village, the people start popping like ants, and there was the Uzumaki clan have joined in with them also. Naruto heard this shocked. But I didn't any of them. That was before they were feared of their sealing jutsu, and all Uzumaki have the same thing that make them know each other. And that will be high chakra reserves and red hair. But I'm not red hair. Then you get from your father. Okay, that makes sense, but I didn't know them, you know. You will Naruto in time, where was I? After that they want to put a head for the state, so Hakurama put the name Hokage, and for the name of the village Madara chose it by picking a leaf that have nothing in the center and name it the village hidden in the leaf. Naruto looked at him like, beat you serious? Don't blame it that the story, I can stop if you don't like it. No, continue. Okay, then after that they bring unity to the village and Hakurama put a peace to all nations that have problems together in one place. Hakurama was happy to have them there to a degree. He hit his forehead on the table. He have happy and very humble, have tears of happiness. The Kage tell him don't be like that, and that unbefitting for a leader to be this humble. After that they want to assign each nation for tail beast to seal there, but the Kazekage want another thing since he have a tail beast there. And that will be, he wants some land from Hidden Leaf and 30% of the sum of tail beast of each nation. That absurd, that money grabber. Believe me, I know. Then they become to throw a fit, and then Hakurama hit his forehead again in the table. They look at him. He spoke as true leader that we don't have to fight each other and think about their brethren and families and leave peacefully. Naruto, who heard this, felt happy that in the past there's some kind of peace. But Naruto's side, there will be a but. There are times after that Hakurama want to name Madara as future Hokage. Naruto shocked from this. This was way new. He was not like it because of paperwork. Then Tobirama Hakurama brother come to talk his brother. They talked in private. Tobirama didn't like the fact his brother named Madara as future Hokage because Tobirama he hate Uchiha like a human hate insects. Madara heard this, just left. Hakurama felt like someone was there but didn't find anything. Then a broken leaf. After that everything changed. Madara returned to his old ways, but to the worth he have a locate a stone tablet under the Uchiha compound that only one the Sharingan can read it, but the problem with it was rewritten by unknown, so the real written have gone. What was there written? How you can remove the pain from people, a word with only victor, a world with no pain and suffering by casting a kenjutsu that put all in illusion for all eternity, the infinite Tsukuyomi. After that Madara and Hakurama fought yet again, but this time Madara have controlled the nine-tailed fox. Issei shocked so that was the first time that hidden leaf attacked. But Hakurama with his sage mode unleashing his ghetto status have beat him, but this time he killed him, or that what he taught, and the nine-tail was sealed in his first Jinchuriki. Hakurama wife Mido Uzumaki. Naruto, who heard this WSD baffled. Now he know why nine-tails hate them. He was controlled and now more hate than love. No, he feel like a PP. But what do you mean he taught he is dead? Before he supposed death, Madara activate Izanagi, a ability with a double-edged sword that you can say can cheat death, but the drawback you will lose one of your eye in the process. So you're saying he was alive all that time? Yes, he was until he passed away more than 40 years. But how he was alive for all those years? In his moments he activate the Rinnegan that summoned the ghetto status, that by using Hakurama cells he prolonged his life, but in the process he let go of it and died, but before gave someone the lead to be him in disguise. Who? Don't know. Common Issei, I know you knew something, you know many thing, maybe not even Tsunade knows. Issei looked at Naruto with his Rinnegan eyes active, make Naruto wide his eyes. Naruto, things should be dormant until it happens. You will know who in the near future. We don't them to change what they will do in the future, just be ready for that days comes, believe me. Naruto heard Issei reason, knowing many thing can maybe make everything futile if the enemy know first. Sorry. It's alright, just be yourself Naruto and have Kurama help you. You both need each other, you both are remembrance that all hate can change to friendship, and maybe you both will forget the CYCL of pain and fight it, and maybe you will have your dream to be Hokage someday. You think so? I know so. Well, let's sleep, I'm beat. Yes, me too, good night. Good night. Next day all Leaf Village was have a nice day but felt something coming. They see people with weird eyes that have begin their killing spree. All ninja was fighting them and they defeat some, but they were repair somehow, some trying to flee but they were caught and feel their souls was taken away. They were on the ground dead, and there was a huge centipede that was going to hit a granny and her grandchild, but Sakura hit and tell them to run. Other ninja use their jutsu in front of the invader, but their jutsu was sucked. Our jutsu is useless. How he doing that? After that more have been dead. After dead Kakashi was fighting pain, but whatever he do, he either his ability been absorbed or he dodge anything. Then another one come and made a universal pull. Kakashi, who was in his place, was uncontrollable flying to their place, and the other pain have a huge blade want to stab Kakashi, but Kakashi used his metal chains to hold on, but it didn't work. The force was so powerful he flights and been stabbed, but it was a clone. Then Choji father appear and destroy the bigger pain. Kakashi, do you have more chakra? Yes, but little. He depleted me good. Where is Naruto Uzumaki and the kid with the Rinnegan? We don't know. Wrong answer, Shinra Tensei. He send Choji father and Kakashi away, and then author Pain comes and stab Choji father, make him fall. No breath heard of him. Father. Choji comes and hit the Pain away. He see his father isn't moving a muscle. Choji run be the near the Hokage and protect her. Choji, who was mad, heard Kakashi what said and gone there, but then the Pain who taught was dead. Send a mist at him, it was near him by it did disappear. Then the Pain killed. Well then you know Pain. Said Pain, who was a small piece of metal and hit Kakashi for head. Kakashi was no more. Others pain was attacking and asking where is Issei and Naruto, but all said they didn't know. Some was their tongue was gone of their mouth and was verified by the Reni rebirth, and it said they don't know. Then there the pain informed Tsunade who have Suzanne in his hand had extract the information from her. So Mount Myoboku. What? He is not here, then I don't need anything from you. Said Pain in cold voice. He become to ascend until he become on top of Konoha. No pain except pain, feel pain except pain, no pain. Those who don't pain will never understand true peace. What you called peace just only bring violence and destruction. If you kill you shall be killed. Hatred is what connect and have this effect. I will never forget the pain Yahiko suffered, and now you all shall now pain. Shinra Tensei. Said Pain, and huge breath almost destroyed the village, but there's something stopped. Shinra Tensei. Said Issei, who stopped Nagato Jutsu. Nagato who see Issei was happy. He know he have the boy with the Rinnegan, and Naruto was with him. 2 birds with 1 stone. So you came? Indeed, and the time to beat you. Both become to fight. All 6 Pain who has been repaired. Naruto was fighting about 4 Pain and Issei was fighting the rest by using Sage mode. They were able to beat half of them, but Naruto was caught and his chakra was draining. But Naruto remember his training, he kept the way he is and concentrate, and the Pain who hold him have become to change and become stones, and Naruto break him. You become stronger. Naruto Uzumaki. That know all, yet I will beat you. Pain. We shall see. Then they both fight. Naruto Sage mode was depleted. Then when he was not looking he was stabbed by a metal bar on his legs and hands. He can't move it. Then Hinata comes and use her powers as Hyuga clan to break them, but Pain stopped her. They both clashed, but Pain use his power make her lose her balance, and he was going to stab her. Naruto tell him to leave her alone but didn't heard and stabbed her. Issei who defeat the last Pain see this he was late, and Naruto who was looking at him at a body that was bleeding. His eyes turn red, his energy go out of control, and huge ball of dark energy emits from him. Do you hate me now? Then a huge roar sends shivers to all. Naruto lost control and become to use 9 tail power, and his tail become to add 1 at the time comes by. He now have 6 tail. Issei who was trying to make Naruto revert back, but Naruto didn't listen. Pain wad hiding and absorbing every blast. That all you have? Naruto who was angry made a beast boom, but Issei used his QB mode stopped him. Naruto, I know you can hear me. Revert back. Remembered what I told you. You're not alone anymore. Hinata is fine. Wake up. Shout Issei to Naruto to hear. Inside Naruto mind. Naruto who have dull eyes who have see the seal that have the QB, and the QB tell Naruto to remove the seal. Naruto who was now near it, then he heard Issei voice telling him Hinata was alright and he is here. Then a hand stopped Naruto. Naruto see this a man with yellow hair and blue eyes. It been long. Naruto. 4th Hokage how? Well speak, but not in this place with him. 4th Hokage come here, I will eat you. Shout Kurama angrily. Then Naruto and the 4th Hokage was a different space. It was peaceful. So why the 4th Hokage now me? Who would know his son? Huh? Naruto his eyes widen. The 4th Hokage was his father. He didn't what to. Dad. Then Naruto his stomach make the 4th Hokage written in pain. Then he heard his crying. Why did you left me? Why did you put the 9 tail inside of me? Didn't you know the villagers will hate me? Naruto said while crying. I know I did was wrong, but believe me there were either that or the alternative. Then Minato explained to him what happened 16 years ago. Explanation skip. Now I get it. He see his father become to disappear. It seems my time have come. This early. Naruto have lower his head, but he felt a hand on top his head. I'm so proud of you. Naruto, don't change and be strong, and now this whatever you are I always love you, and I will see Kushina and tell her you become a great young man. Goodbye Naruto. Then he disappeared. Naruto who remove his tears have a smile. He returned the real world. Issei holding him. I'm back. Take you long enough, let's continue. Said Issei who was holding Pain with chains. He tried to move many times but his body and power didn't listen to him. What did you do? I used chains, not even tail beast can break it. You have to teach me those. Maybe in the future. Well, the Issei who in front of Pain he touch his forehead to know where is the original and he locate it then. Any last words? Fake. You will never win. We'll see. Issei body become to emits a dark aura make everyone shivered until he do something make them even shocked. Before creation comes destruction. Hakai. Then the last Pain was no more disappear. Naruto who see this can't believe what he saw. He see Issei who was walking to the forest. Wait Issei, where are you going? Meet the real Pain. Wait for me. Both who tag along have gone and the ninja jonin have go after them. Minutes later Issei who destroyed the illusion have come true and see the real pain with his friend. So we meet at last face to face Nagato. We did Issei Voldigode, so are you gonna kill me or you want something more? Nope, killing you will be stupid thing I will ever. Did I know how you feel, Nagato? How can you feel the pain from it? You didn't lose your parents nor your friend who was more like the brother to you. Naruto was to talk but Issei stopped him. You're right, I didn't lose my family but I did lose my childhood. I didn't lose a friend. Like a brother to me, but I lose the sight of my vendetta. I'm the one who have the power to chase world if I can, but you chose not to. We are the same, Nagato. We lost and fought and for the loved one, but turn out is only made more suffering and lose. I lost my happiness in age of 6. I was gonna be like someone full with hate and suffering and rage, but I change it because only hate bring more hate. Tell me, if I kill those, will that make me happy? No. It will make feel empty. Do you think Yahiko want you? Be like this? Said Issei. Make Yagato eyes widen. He remembered Yahiko and the dream they want to do. He looked at his hand. What did he do? What the monster he become? I know your pain well, but that didn't stop me nor Naruto to fight to defeat the pain and not make anyone suffer for it. You can still do the right thing. You humble me, Issei. You show me your light of your word, but tell me, even with that hate will be born after all, what then you can accomplish? Nothing. Said Issei, shocking all. This world isn't our way to say what is right or what is wrong. Fool people do fool thing and brilliant people do brilliant thing, in that we help people who is in need and show them the kindness that will always beat the darkness, and we will show them that the will of fire is still reside with us. We cannot change our fates, but we can make a better world to live in peace. Even if it take 1,000 years, peace will be near. Said Issei. Make Nagato remembered him, and off it with Jiraiya said the same thing. He then know he must do the right thing. You showed me a vision with no wars, Issei Voldigode, then I have to do in kind. I will use the Reni rebirth. Nagato, don't. What's happening? What jutsu is this? Is a jutsu that reverse for what he did. The souls he take from people will return to their bodies, but he will die in the process. Nagato undid the Reni rebirth and every soul returned to its owner. Time skips. Issei and Naruto return to the village to see everyone wad good and alive. They happy for Naruto return after pain wad dead, but then Issei just left only his duty for now is finished. Ino who see him leaving, she gone after him. Issei now in forest ready to go back to his world. He will never forget his journey. He was happy for this ending better than nothing. Before he invoked the Yamato he heard a voice. Issei. Said a voice. Make Issei turn around and see Ino who was panting. She was following him the whole time. What is it, Ino? Why are you leaving? My time here is finished. Travels don't wait for anyone. But you still are not healed from pain battle. Don't worry about me, I always find way. But in that Issei Ino who hugged him. Suddenly Issei didn't know what to do, but he hugged her back. Ino felt warmth in his embrace for the first time. Just don't leave me, Issei, please. Issei heard this, didn't know what to do. He just sighed. Ino, look at me. She looked at his eyes and see how appealing they were, and he did too. He kissed her forehead, make her blush, but she loved the sensation. Ino, what I will tell you, you have to promise me not to tell anyone under any circumstances, okay? Ino didn't understand what is going on, but she nodded. Then Issei tell her the truth about him, how he from other world and how he isn't only human. For Ino was shocked from this in front of her was not from this world, but she didn't care for her. He is a boy. She felt in love with him. He told her how he have other women beside her that waiting for him. Being a dragon hold power will make everyone look for him either bad or good. And women on top of it. Ino was annoyed but sighed. She can't help it. She did the unthinkable. She kissed him on the lips. Issei wide his eyes but closed them, hold her tightly. After they finished they look at each other with a smile. Then don't be late for me, Issei, I will be waiting for you. Don't worry, I will. I almost forget, take this to Naruto. Okay, I will be careful. I will, my CC ninja. Said Issei. Make Ino blush, make her heart skip a beat. Well then, goodbye. Bye. Time skip. Issei returned home after this 1 month, but he see the date, it was only 2 weeks past. It seems the time is different there. Girls, I'm home. Anata/Isisimus/Issei. Said the girls. Akino, Shuilan, Lucius, and Sona holding him and kissing him. They're happy see him okay and return. I missed you all. We too, you're early. Well, I finished my thing fast. I missed you all. We too. They take his hand and to the bedroom. Issei, see this what happy and see the girl undress. It seems they were waiting for him for this. He what happy. They begin their night with passion. They put a anti-voice seal so no can hear their moans and pleasure. Chapter 29, the concert and promotion exams. Issei, who wake up from his slumber and see all his girlfriend and fiancé on the bed naked and have a lewd smile. He smiled a little and give all a embrace on the forehead. He get up and gone to the kitchen and drink water and eat a sandwich and get out for his walk. Then his phone ringing. He see it was AI. Good morning Issei, how are you? Fine AI, where are you? Well, since the month finished I had to go back to work. Many of my fans want to hear me. Oh, what about the kids? They're in school. Don't worry, I have a teacher who watching them for anything. Okay, I'm thinking go to your place, send the location. All right, my grumpy prince, said AI playfully, make Issei have a blush in his face, but he sighed. Concert. Issei, who arrived to the destination, see fans who waiting to see AI after so long. He entered a room and see I in her outfit. I see you're here, said AI, hugging Issei tightly. Issei just reciprocate the hug. Then he see two people who was behind her. Miyako-sai too, Ichigo-sai too. So you must be the man that AI spoke of, said Miko. Oh, what would my AI say about me? Said Issei, looking at AI, who looked blushed from his words. Oh, nothing bad, just you are a good guy and handsome. Well, I aim to please in you. I'm Miyako husband to meet you and we honored to have you here. I say the same. Well then AI, are you gonna begin? Oh snap, I forget later guys, said AI, running to her stage. Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 month of her disappearance after a small accident and her return, I present you AI Hoshino, said the presenter. All the fans become to scream her name excitedly. Hello everyone, did you all miss me? Said AI with her kindly voice, make all her fans screams hearing her in front of them. We love you AI. AI-sama. Welcome back, said all the fans excitedly. I'm happy to hear you all. Now let begin. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 123. Song begin. Couldn't beat her smile. It stirred up all the media secret side. I wanna know, it's so mysterious, even that elusive side, part of her controlled area, complete and perfect. All you say is a bunch of lies, dear Miss Genius Idol, unmatched. What did you eat today? What book do you love? Whenever you go out for fun, tell me, where do you go? Haven't eaten anything, it's a secret, unknown. Any questions you're facing, always acting so vaguely, so unconcerned, although you brightly glow. Any seemingly unveiled secrets are as sweet as honey, confusing. Why? Essential lie. So what is your type of guy? Any partner? So now, answer this. I don't have any idea how I could love anyone. I don't seem to know what it signifies, cannot find out if it's true or it's a lie. Once again, there's somebody who's fallen for the words and cues, made him lose his head over you. That emotion melts all hearts, all eyes on you, cause you are perfect, the most ultimate idol, unrivaled, will not appear again. It's the brightest star reborn. Yes, indeed, using that smiling face, that I love you again. Now, everybody is lured and captivated by you, the pupil that you got, the words you vocalize even when untrue. It's your perfected AI, right? We all know she's very special. Yes, we had lost the fight before it started. So impressed, miss, I'm such a star. We're serving as support to her grace. Cannot tell me everything was because of her. No, it's not right, out of line. How can we not feel jealous while being around? It's not a joke, you know, right? So, I cannot forgive you for that. Completely deny imperfect you that I cite myself. No pardon allowed. I won't allow anyone if it's not you. Strongest of all, that emotion seized all hearts worshipping you. Yes, indeed, so strong. It's you, unrivaled idol. There cannot be weaknesses to find. The brightest star is residing in you. The gaps and shortcomings, don't show 'em, damn it. Damn it, parts nobody wants to know should remain hidden. One and only if it's different. No way, such a true love. The realest AI showing this smile. My own weapon, boiling media, keeping everything about my secret deep inside. I'm in love with you. My career is built on such a lie. It's the way I know to show my love. Without a doubt running down, my sweat is flowing cleanest aqua, right? Ruby hidden under my eyelids, where it resides. I sing and dance around. Look at me, I'm Maria. So, lying surely is the greatest kind of love. I recall no one that loved me whole before, and I've not been in love with anybody before now. The lies I'm making up, I'm hoping that a day comes when they all become true, and I keep wishing they do one day. I will hold everything that I pursue. Yes, I am so greedy, true voracious idol, so, sincerely, what I'm wishing for is to love each of you with all my heart. And so, today, I lie again, the words I vocalize inside of me, I'm wishing that one day they come true. Up to this day, I've not been able to let you and you hear me saying those meaningful words. I said it at last. I know it's not a lie as I'm voicing these words. I love you song end. All become to scream from joy. Issei, who was stand in his place, he loved to hear AI sign it awesome and lovely. He thought of something and it came. He had a slight smile. He gone to Miyako's side too and whisper some words to her ears. She was taken away from his proposition, but she nodded nonetheless. Back to stage. We thank everyone to hear AI song, but don't go just yet. We have a small surprise to you all. Everyone now wonder what next. Even AI was asking the same thing, and she see Issei gone to the stage wearing a biker outfit. Hello everyone, I'm Issei Voldegode and I'm giving you a song no Japanese ever heard of it. Are you ready to rock? Said Issei with his eyes shines like a star. Everyone now was waiting anxious, but then the music starts. Song begin. We fear fear, we die of death, we destroy the world, we demolish the homes of those we attend, in which field we fly the needle, you hear the sound of let us speak it and the sound of your ducks. The words of speech do not upset. You play with us. You do not press. Prepare the shroud and the coffin. We are the sword. We are the kif. We are the guide or the guest. You do not know us. Go ask and read the past and the archives. All people who know us talk about our positions, who hear our questions. It is true. The story is not composed. For the cup, for the medal. For the hosts and the field. We betrayed us. We stay with it in joys. And in sorrows it betrays us. Preach good news. We will protect you. We will attack you. You play with your tail. We will erase you. If you play, you are the loser. Fear makes fear tremble. Songs from cauldrons of weapons. Shooting. Song and everything was silent. No one speaks something until they hear a clap, then another to all the stadium who clap and cheer for Issei voice. His voice was a SS plus godly voice. Even AI felt hot hearing his voice. She was exited. She even was happy to see him helping her with fans. After that they finished, they take their things to go. The manager asked Issei if he wanted to join AI career, but he said he only do with for fun not fame. They didn't force him. In the way home, AI was now near school. Get Ruby and Aqua from school. They both gone to her and go home with them. Ruby, who watched her mother performance, and Issei was holding both hand asking questions. How was it? And she loved hearing them. Aqua sweat drop from this, but he didn't hide his joy for his mother and his supposed stepfather. He still felt weird, but he didn't to think about it much. They are now in the supernatural world, so he will see more crazy things. After they return home, he see everyone setting on kitchen prepared food. Issei see them with a smile. He knew they saw the concert. They ask him why didn't he tell them he sign. Well, to tell you all, it's my first time. Issei scratch his head. Make all have a face. Said really nigga. He just nod on this. Era, are there more you don't tell? Ise some other talents. Haha, no, you know many of my talent. Well then Sona, I need a favor. What is it? Ise said Sona with a composed face but with a flash on her cheeks. Since the promotion exam is after a 2-week, I hoped you can tell me what would be there. Oh, for that is easy. First exam is a test with a basic questions of the underworld, and the second exam will be test of your destruction power, and the third exam is beat some high class. It seems easy enough. Well, yes, it easy as mid-promotion exam, but high class is way harder. They don't give a king piece to anyone. So how can I get myself to be promoted to high class? Well, you have to do many contracts or something, war benefits to the underworld, and since they're peace with the factions it will be harder. Issei, who put his hand on his cheeks thinking until he remembered and smiled heavily. Okay, then can you help me for the first exam? I may have learned the language, but I still need for strong questions, and since you're my smart fiancé and can't say that cheating, right? Said Issei with a smile. Makes Sona have atomic blush. She coughed slightly. Well, since you asked, I can't say no. Hey, I'm here also for a not a help also. Said Akino. Me too, I may not seems like it, but I know many things. Said Shualan. All three looked at each other. Have a lightning go to all three. Issei laugh awkwardly, but it changed some mood. 2 weeks passed. It was the day of the exam. Issei had his number for the place he will sit. Akino was in another room and Shualan was in another room also. Then Lady Phoenix appeared and speak. Hello everyone, now this is mid-promotion exam. There are rules you need to know before starting. 1. Anyone who caught cheating will be disqualified. 2. If you need any help, raise your hands. 3. The exam is 60 minutes only. For after finishing you can go to do the second test for your abilities. Does anyone have any problem? If so they can leave. Said Lady Phoenix with serious attitude. All was silent. Issei was not worried he didn't study for fail. Okay then, get set, begin. Now the test begin and Issei was smiling. After 60 minutes. Issei now going to the second test. He saw Akino and Shualon. They said the exam was easy but some get disqualified because of cheating. Issei was amused from this. Now he was informed of his second test to destroy a dummy was placed with magic as protection to raise it defense. Welcome to second exam. In this you need to use your most powerful ability to destroy this doll, but don't think it easy. It's reinforced with magic by Ajuka Beelzebub, so hit it with everything you got. Now begin. Been 2 hours. This test begins. Some destroyed the doll, some don't, and now was Issei turn. Issei was thinking what to use. He had many things to use. He want to shout everyone. He wasn't to be lightly until it hit him. He used a hand sign and summon shadow clones. Shadow clone jutsu. Now there was 3 Issei, the spectators and the teacher who see this now want to see what will he use now. All was join hand and become to do a circle, and huge blue ball was growing big and a voice was heard from it like a helicopter blades. Wind style Rasen Shuriken. Said Issei throwing it to the doll and become to decompose. Such a huge explosion make everyone make a barrier to protect them from the shock wave, but their barrier break from the backlash. After that it stopped. There was a large hole. The doll was gone, destroyed. Everyone see this was shocked and have a horrid face. They see Issei who sheepishly scratch his cheeks. Ah, my bad, I didn't think it gonna do this. Everyone hear this. No, he is lying. They gulped from fear. What kind of monster is he? After that Issei gone to the final test. Now for all the final test you all will face a high class, but don't worry, they are been to hold back. Now let the final test begin. Issei was now in a stadium waiting his opponents until he heard a voice. So you are my opponents? Said a blonde hair man. Oh, and who are you? Ah, my bad, I'm Rival Phoenix, the eldest son of the Phoenix clan. Oh, so you are the KFC older brother. How is he? Still depressed of his loss thanks to you. Let me guess, you want to fight me to revenge your brother. No, he may be my brother, but he did need this reality check. He just need a push from his ignorance. Well then, since you're my final test, let begin. Said Issei who was in battle position. I thought you wouldn't ask for it. Both jump on each other and use their first hitting each other. Ruval use his fire, sent a molecular level fire to Issei direction, but Issei slap it, but Ruval take the chance, was behind him and slaw him with a sword shape fire on Issei back, but Issei hold the sword with his fingers. I'm not that easy to be stabbed in the back. Issei then put his hand in front of Ruval. Shinra Tensei. Said Issei, send Ruval to nearest wall. Universal pull. Issei used his ability to make Ruval go to his direction without being able to control his body. Then Issei hit his stomach with his feet and send him to the sky. Common Ruval Phoenix is just all you can do. Yout, good boy, let me show you my power. Then Ruval fire consume him, a become to glow yellow, a head shape of a phoenix. Wow, you're strong, I can say that. You didn't see anything. Phoenix blast. Said Ruval, said a mega blast of phoenix flame to Issei direction and hit him, but what happened to make everyone shocked? The smoke gone and they see Issei had his Rinnegan eyes shone, rising his hand. Too much power. How? You're good, no one pushed since I faced Loki, but now let's continue, let us end this. Issei then make a hand sign. Ruval then send a huge fireball. Fire style fireball jutsu. Both fire collide, both didn't hold back. Issei still holding back a tone, he used 0.5% of his power. Then Issei closed his eye, then opened it become to bleed. Amaterasu. A black fire ate Ruval fire and latch on him, he become to scream from agony. All to all horror, see the fire didn't stop until Issei opened his second eye and the fire gone. Ruval was on the ground, lost consciousness. Ruval Phoenix lost. Issei Voldigode wins. There was a silent, everyone didn't process what was happening, but then they hear clap from Lady Phoenix, then all one by one become to clap their hands. Issei raised his hand in victory hand position, then he gone and see Akino and Shualon who passed both their exam. They gone home, they were exhausted from the fight except Issei. Now tomorrow will be their grades will come out, bit they know they indeed will pass. Chapter 30. Fear Issei Aquino and Shualan was seeing their scores on the exam and what you know they all passed now they are middle-class devil they were happy for this but not all Rias and her peerage was not that happy why for starters Rias was angry at Issei now he need another promotion and he will be out of her peerage but not all her friend or was now also Ryu Wad mad that his brother is a mid-class not him now he see how he above him. Well now why don't we celebrate? Said Issei looking to his phone for some places. Era, why not but where? Well I'm thinking there a restaurant have amazing food and then we go enjoy a little. Don't have any problem with it. Said Shualan. Well then it's settled. Said Issei but he feels something wrong he feel angry for no reason. Something wrong Issei. Said Aquino see his face was now angry. I don't know but I feel the eager to kill Hyudu family. Said Issei make Aquino and Shualan don't understand they know he hate them and killing them maybe one of them but not this extent then Issei summon a staff who have a ball on top of it. It become to glow and Issei was see something Aquino and Shualan was wondering what does the staff do but suddenly Issei eyes was normal black turned to crimson with slits and his aura leaked all who was seeing their scores and Gremory who see this felt fear and cold like they seen death itself in front of them and now was the question who is the pitiful soul who anger him then I disappear but Issei face who was smiling is now pissed very pissed. Issei what happened what did you see? Said Aquino who beside him hug his left arm Issei didn't answer he then turned his face to the Gremory peerage they see his eyes was cold as eyes but his eyes was on Ryu the poor soul see his ex-brother eyes at him make him have a step back there were a intent of kill in his eyes even the original Drake felt his host in trouble he can feel the kill intent but what happened really? Ryu Hyudu. Said Issei with a sound beyond the grave make all shudder from fear. Yes. Said Ryu hardly he felt his life in danger his instinct tell him to run away or shut up and listen. Believe me now I want to kill you and your entire family more than ever. Ryu gulped from this what happened to him to want to kill him he didn't do anything. Did I give you the right to speak? Said Issei with his dead eyes make him close his mouth. I will tell you this once if you try anything I will make sure to remove your soul not even the Holy Grail will brought you back get out from my sight. Said Issei make Ryu felt true fear his body wasn't responding to him. You still stand there? Screamed Issei Ryu then move and go like his life was depending on him all who see this was shuddering from fear they didn't speak they didn't want to see his anger then Issei return normal. Issei what the matter with you why are you angry? Said Aquino holding his face with her delicate hand. I will explain later not here. Are you alright Issei-sama? Yes Shualan I'm alright let us go celebrate. Take both hands and gone all three was sitting on a restaurant eating Sona was there she was the one who did the reservation and all the girl there. Well congratulations you three I know you all pass. Thank you Sonican you did help me I have to thank you and also the others. Said Issei makes Sona blush from it. Mu Isseikan don't be so modest you did the exam and the people was scared of you when you throw your technique on the doll and when you beat ultimate class devil. Wait who ultimate class devil? Oh you seem didn't know Rival Phoenix is ultimate class devil in rank. So it seems they're more than high class are there anything else? Yes well they're only more it will be Satan class devil who have abnormal demonic energy that they can rival a god. So Surzeka's Lucifer and Ajuka Beelzebub are Satan class. Yes. What about Seraphal? Well my sister is between ultimate and Satan she can't rival high gods but she can do damage she a user of ice magic that rival Leviathan family. You remind me what happened to Kateria. Well she was questioned and in a prison well I can't say it's a prison she in a house by under heavy surveillance. And how is she? From what I heard she was in phase of depression but then she start read books and learn house chores. Well I think better than nothing. Issei you changed a terrorist to a homemaker what you did is beyond one can do. I only reincarnated her as half human and devil but I seal her powers for not do stupid things I'm glad she learning. You take this lightly. I learn not take everything seriously I will not make brain explode from overthinking many things unless is important. Okay then can you tell us what happens when you see your scores I felt your energy in Citri house I felt shivers. Issei then sighed all was waiting for explanation. Well for starters I felt a feeling of anger all of sudden then I used a staff to see from where the feelings the anger coming from. And what I saw is something I didn't think I will see it made me want to send havoc. What was that? Said Sona. It intrigued her. Well, I saw a counterpart of mine. All was a gap from this a counterpart. So you saw a different version of you. Correct. And what made you mad about it? Is not him I'm angry about, it was the Hyudu family that was the problem. So you saying? Yes, even in different reality the Hyudus are vile creatures, need to be terminated. What did happen? What did they do? Well, to keep it short, my other self was imprisoned for a thing he didn't do. What are the charges? Of RP. Make everyone shudder from this who want to him to prison this much. But who did it? Let me tell you, he have a two friend, you two now them the perverted duo, they are about 14 years, he have a brother and a sister, ironically they called Noah and Zalek. Said Issei with a intense anger, said the last name. Who would taught other you be a friend with the perverted duo, but what was the hate for? Well, for Zalek, he was the older one and Noah the oldest. At first it was nothing, but years past become to feel jealousy from my other self that getting attention, he then become to lower my counterpart picture, make him see as pervert as such, all parent become to forget him, but his sister still think it was a phase. He told her is not that he wasn't a pervert and all, but she wasn't fully believed him, but then he time continues. Zalek become to have goons against my counterpart and friend to beat them, then unknownly Akai Kiryu helped the three to get stronger by go to gym and many things, so they become stronger by the minute, but Zalek girlfriend ahem beach plot. All hear this have a slight sadness. It seems other Issei was the victim in this, no one believed him. They are surprised that Akia the most pervert girl helped the three, now they felt hate for Zalek. If Ryu was bad, that one was worse. And the plot with make sure all see that Issei was raping a girl, right? Yes. You have to think a kendo girl for it. The one who helped the plot was Murayama. Said Issei, shocking all. Murayama the kendo girl, okay, that F up. But why? I'm sure not all from jealousy. Well, Shualon, you're right in this, he want to be superior, he wanted to be everyone favorite. Let's say he is worse than Riser plus more delusional. Make Shualon feel mode disgusted. This one was disgusting. But after the plot and everything happened, my counterpart parent, the low-life creatures have visited in prison. They beat him strong, even his sister did the beating, and Zalek the beach knocked some of his teeth. My counterpart by that was broken from this, his own family have treat this way. All girl hear this now feel sick in the stomach. They didn't ask their son if it true or not, they just hit him. They all messed up. Said Sona, she no hope there nothing bad happened to her fiancé counterpart. Who knows, even I'm still waiting to see. But then after he see his supposed parent, did he go out of control and beat Zalek the SHT out of him? They tried to remove him, but he didn't stop. After that they disown him. Poor thing, he didn't deserve this. Said Tsubaki, feel sorry for him. I know, but then he talked with the guard to say he did all of thing and let his friends go. The funny thing, the guard see my counterpart, he is innocent. So he decided to take the blame and sit there. Ask Sona. Yes, that it after that is dark. I don't know what will happen. Wait, what do you mean it dark? There nothing else happening but what? It just that world had made the greatest mistake and turn innocent into a monster, will destroy anything. Said Issei, make all shocked. You mean your counterpart may go revenge streak? Yes and no, his mentality is hanging in the balance. I can't do anything because it may be a bad thing if a outside force intervene. So you say thing may change. Yes, change. A timeline may come with a price. I will be watching it time by time, hope nothing go bad, but I have the feeling my counterpart have a hidden power dormant. Do you know what could be? Well, not exactly, it can be anything, but from the attributes of it could be darkness. Well then let us not dwelling on this, if something happened I will see what I can do, let us celebrate. Said cheerfully, but all can see he hold his anger, but they all try to ease his anger. Days passed, it was night. Issei was riding his bike, take a night stroll, and Shualon wad behind his back, hugging him from behind, enjoy both their alone time. Sorry to drag you this late. Is not a problem, I see it good to have a night ride. But then she see the sky change. Issei, stop a little. Said Shualon, make Issei stop. She jumped in front of him, see who wad there. Can you feel it? Said Zweon, sensing someone. It been a time, I see Naya. Said a girl with a big bust and with a cat tail and ears. I see, do you know her? Yes, it been a while. Kuroka, how life? You so mean I no calls no vis to your favorite kitten. Well, sorry, life happens, been soon it will be over, so why are you here? Well, said Kuroka, who been beside him, show off her bust in his face directly buried in face. Well, the promise to make kittens. What Hei-sama, you promise her that? Said Shualon, who tried to get Kuroka off him. You sound jealous, girl. Said Kuroka, playfully, make Shualon have a vein in her head. Both you two stopped and Kuroka, tell me really what happened? What a killjoy. Well, I'm here to tell you your tomorrow raiding game with a Strathos heir, you need to be wary of him. Oh, you mean the beach? I will keep it mind. Well then, since my work is over, I will see you later. But before she left, she still a embrace from Issei lips and then disappeared before saying, see you later, handsome. She then disappear. Issei, why a terrorist know you, but why she is saying about kittens? Said Shualon with a pout. Issei see this, laugh a little, he see her have a cute face. Well, to tell you the truth, it been a time I met her, I was like a kid back then. She was in her cat form, she was one who I felt more close, she was more affection to me, she was the most close thing. Then times comes by, she revealed me her true form, and tell me she can't stay her long because devil following her, it was strong for me to let her go, but I wasn't this powerful to begin with. Before she left, she said if we met again she wanna make kitten. At that time I didn't understand at first, but then again growing up I understand it. Said to Shualon, those who was on bike continue their stroll. It hurt you, didn't it? Well, yes, some I know suddenly leave, but I always said to myself there come a time when we meet again, and when Loki hit the North faction meeting we did. Wait, you didn't say anything to us. You didn't ask. Shualon wanted to say something but closed her mouth. He was right. What we'll do with the raiding game? I will see with Azazel later, don't worry. Time skip. Issei, after finishing his shower, he was going to his room, but soon he hears Zenovia's voice. He see her training with Durndal. She was then take a breath from her training. Aren't you pushing yourself strong? When were you there? Couple seconds. A late training just to keep my head straight. It seem your sword need more time to get used to? Yes it is, but I'm it chosen, so I need to be able to wield it correctly. Take this, it maybe be better. Issei then give her a sword with an amazing design and befitting handle. In my years seeing this is new. Try it. Zenovia then nodded, and try it. She can feel the demonic energy coming from it. She can feel how light and destruction it is. Try to relax your shoulder and try not exhort yourself. Take a breath and make your head feel light. Zenovia do what he say. She felt different, the air, the power. She felt she can beat anyone. Amazing. What is called? This is the Red Queen. What a amazing name for it. Thank you. You're welcome. Think of it as gift. Said Issei, scratching his cheeks, but then he feels Zenovia hand on his cheeks, then he feel her lips with his, he enter his tongue and move it with her, he become to remove her panties and she become to tear his clothes, they become to eat each other in and out like wild animals, she become to taste his little friend who wad dormant, and Issei was fondle her and bust and then lick her sweat feet and taste her, she wad moaning strong from the and after that he become to take her virginity and she wad. Happy for it, they do many rounds. The sound of their both moans was not here because Issei make a soundproof spiel. They switch many positions and finally then fall on the ground exhausting. Then they look at each other, then kissed, then they go to shower. Let's just say they made one last round, then wash each other and go to Issei room and slept soundly. Zenovia mark next day. So Azazel, tell me, do you know anything about today raiding game? So you notice something? Well, I was been told there's something fishy. Well, to tell you truth, it did they want you not be in the raiding game. I guess it was a good idea for them knowing me, but I'm sure there more. From my sources he work with the old Satan faction. And let me guess, you put Rias Peerage as a trap to set him off and didn't tell us for the insect to take it. Yes. You do know Aquino and the other there. Look, I know how your relationship with them, believe me, I do, don't worry, I put a guard near for anything. If something happened I will take the blame. So when we strike, after they gone, I will tell you where to go. Rainier will guide you there. Said Azazel, make Ryanair appear in magic circle, and he see both Roswius and to his dismay Irina. Let me guess, both have their own orders. Correct. Well then Ray, let's go. Right, darling. Then Rayanra with a flirt tone, and then both disappear. Irina was sad and she gone to Lord Michael order, and Roswius gone too. Time skip. Now all was in front of Diodora. He kidnapped Asia because he was a creep who RP nuns and used them. After that Ryu kick his but then he freed Asia from the holding, but then a shot go through them, hit Aquino side chest. Everyone who see this felt horror for what happened. Shualon and Zenovia run to Aquino place. They see she's still breathing hardly. The shot pierced through her and they turn with anger to the place who did it. It was a demon with long hair. Greetings, sister of the fake devil king, I'm Shalba Beelzebub. What do you want? Oh, nothing much, just killing you and spark war and take what rightfully ours. You bastard, as the sister of the current devil you will pay. Before Rias can do anything, she felt shivers through her spine, a magic circle appear. Issei, who eyes scanning, but after he see Akino his eyes was turning red like a bolt of lightning. He was near her, summon a slurp, make her drink it, her wounds heal. Issei, you hear? Said Akino smiling. You idiot, you almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, I was caught off guard. Who did this to you? That thing. Said Akino, pointing her finger. Issei, then his face to Chaldea. Issei, then eyes become hollow. He will this insect pay. Rayonra, take everyone from here. What will you do? Kill the insect. Said Issei, eyes was red from anger, make her gulp. She nod, she take Akino. Zenobia help her and Shuelon. Rias want to argue, but when she see Issei eyes, she saw death itself. She then transported from her. You are Chaldea, aren't you? That right? For your mistake I will make you py. Screamed Issei, who begin to transform. His eyes turn yellow, his hair becomes long and a mask appear in his face. Then Issei shoot from his horn, a beam from his horns at Chaldea. Chaldea shoot his blast, but it didn't do nothing and his hand was gone. Then Issei was instantly near him, kick his face, send him to a wall, make him spit BLD. Then Issei become to hit his stomach chest in a speed, brooking bones. Chaldea tried to use Office Snake. Demon bastard, feel my judgment. Then a light comes from sky, hit Issei, but then divine dividing comes from Issei back and absorbed the blast. Divide, dived. Said a sound, make the light gone. Chaldea in his horror, Issei eyes was now more angry, become to roar. You will pay for what you did, insect. Said Issei with a demonic voice, send shivers to Chaldea. Then Issei summon a sword, become to stab him over and over. He then resurrect him and do it again. Then he throw him out of the Colosseum. Chaldea tries to leave, but his power isn't working. Issei, who near him have his blaze from anger. Issei become to crash his hands and his feet, and Chaldea screams from pain and beg for mercy. Mercy! I have mercy no longer. Then Issei what in front his crotch. Chaldea in his horror tries run, but Issei rise his fore and squash his ball. Ah! Screamed Chaldea from pain, he didn't feel his ball. You ruin the fun by screaming. Then Issei cut his throat, make him grab his throat, want a breath but can't. Bye bye Chaldea, the dickless king. Then Issei blast him to oblivion. Issei then gone to the girl's location. Everyone who see him didn't recognize him, they thought was an enemy until Azazel appears. Wow kid, I didn't know you will chose that. What can I say, I need to vent some anger. And about Chaldea. The insect, let's say he can't have children. Said Issei, see his psychopath smile make every man hide his crotch, they felt shiver. You killed him. Yes, see his insect face born me, and by the way who the lowly. Said Issei, see a girl with long black hair and pointy ears. That Ophis. Or Boros dragon. Issei saw her, she saw him too. Issei wasn't intimidated by her, but from some reason he felt a urge to conquer her for no reason strange. Then a sound hears, they look up and see great red floating. It seem you had fun Voldigode, Issei. Said white-haired boy. Been a while little dragon, how your wounds? Still healing. Good is still for you to kick the bucket. You said you wanted to be number one, isn't it? That why I want to beat Great Red, and I'm still alive for it. After that I will be known White Dragon God Emperor. Good dream, but for me I want to go even bigger. Don't die on us, Voldigode. Said Valley, raise his first. Issei did the same and bump each together. Until you grow hair on your chest is early for me to go. Said Issei, return normal. Chapter 31. Singularity 1 Part 1. After the killing of Chaldea, Beelzebub, Issei and his HM return home. They were tired from this HT they were in, but now they are in their home resting. Issei was thinking of next step. There will be no raiding game unless after 4 months against Sarorg Bale, and for the truth Issei was bored as hell, nothing was happening and he wants some action. He was thinking until he heard a knocking on the door. Enter. Said Issei, it was Sona wearing her lingerie. Hello Sona, do you need something? Said nervously, seeing what Sona wearing makes him have a slight blush. Oh, is it wrong to visit my fiancé? I taught you that you are bored. From what I see you need something to blow off some steam. Said Sona, walked to him, move her hips left and right. Issei was on edge from this. She touched his both arms and push him to the bed and give him a lustful embrace. Issei, who feel this Estimilton become to message her but make her from it. She didn't stop though. From what I witness you need more than this. My fiancé is perverted. Sona, it seems you are showing me your hidden self. Said Issei makes Sona blush but she didn't budge. She can feel his body and hers become hot. She wanna do it bad but before that. Well you can say that but I'm not here alone in this, you can enter. In that the door opened. It was Tsubaki wearing a maid outfit. Tsubaki? Said Issei shocked from this. Hello emissary. Said Tsubaki who gave a small bow before go to Issei's side and put his head on her lap. Do you like our surprise Ise having two appealing girl pamper you and give you utmost pleasure? Said Sona with perverted face. You two will be the death of me. Now emissary, as a maid I need to take care of you. Said Tsubaki who caressing his hair but her eyes is shining by love and care. You seem wanna be first Tsubaki. What gives you this idea my king? Said Tsubaki hugged Issei's head near her chest. Not from what I see. Well it doesn't matter now my Issei, would you do the honor? Said Sona with a sweet smile. Issei as a man is on as a dragon. He was stopping holding back. He broke both embrace and ravaged them, kissing Sona and Tsubaki, rubbing their chest, devour their pink treasure, make them feel at bliss. Tsubaki was screaming so much she didn't want that feeling go now after the FR boy. Issei was now in front of her. It was Tsubaki first time. She was afraid from this but she take the courage. Are you ready Tsubaki? When I begin there no stopping me. I don't care Ise please MST or punish this maid. Well as you wish. In that Issei become to take her virginity at once. It was painful but then it become a bless for her. She was a cheetah in heat screaming Issei name over and over. After a while Issei come in her. She had the most satisfied face. After that it was Sona turn Issei, give her what she wants in different positions and then both take Issei at the same time. Tsubaki was ridding him and Sona was sitting in his mouth, both screaming like the beach. They are after hours. They came at the same time now all on bed. Resting on bed both Sona and Tsubaki hugged Issei tightly with a satisfied smile. Issei was smiling having his loved one near him. After that he was driven to sleep. Issei dream. Issei who in his dream was walking in a city of people walking also but Issei was not believing his eyes. It was the city or Uruk from the Fate franchise. Why is he dreaming about it? But then he feels tremor. The day become night and huge roar was transcend to destroy everything. Issei was looking to where it comes from but when he did that he was shocked. He see Tiamat, the primordial goddess of chaos and creation. But the thing he didn't understand why now, why him, what is going on? But then he see a being with a golden armor holding a sword. Issei eyes widen. It was Goddess Tiamat. For your transgressions your fate is sealed now. Die Enuma Elish. Issei who sees this remembers this but why did he feel sad? Why he looked at Tiamat for some reason. He felt sadness. He felt like was losing something. He tried to move but his body didn't listen to him. He the blast. He screamed from his place. Moth Haher. In this everything went blank, everything was silent, everything was stopping to make a move. Issei then was in white space. He didn't understand what happening but then he see a vision. He see a girl with small blossom hair have a huge shield saying one word. Senpai. After that it gone. Issei who still try to think what happened. He feels someone calling him. Partners snap out of it. That was Draig. Try to make Issei snap up from it. Issei then return control and see Draig on front of him. Draig, what happened? That I'm going to ask you. I could feel negative energy coming from you then it stopped. I don't know. I had a nice night with Sona and Tsubaki then fallen asleep. And then I was in the city of Uruk of the Fate franchise for some reason. Did you imagine it or it come from it own? It came from it own. Then I saw Tiamat version of Fate but for some reason I felt something like I don't know. Okay, it just I felt hopeless and then I saw Gilgamesh use on her in that I snapped calling her mother for some reason. Draig now was in a dilemma. This a weird thing for him. He thought his partner was having a nightmare but this is interesting to say the least. But the thing he didn't understand why he called a fictional character his mom. Something didn't add up unless he look at Issei arm. His eyes widen. What he saw. Okay, it's official. There's a new adventure. Okay, partner, I need you to calm down and take a deep breath. Issei take a deep breath, calming himself down. Now from you say it shouldn't be possible but now I see we have a problem. What do you mean? Look at your arm. Said Draig. Make Issei look at it and his eyes widen. It cannot be. The command seal but I don't understand. It seems partner that you've been chosen as a... Issei now wasn't believing what is happening. This was too new for him but then he relaxed and then regained his composure. Draig. Yes. Tell the others we are going to new adventure. I thought you will say that I already did. When are we going? Today the faster we go the faster we see what happens. Okay, then you need to wake up. Dream end. Issei waking up from his sleep, he sees Sona and Tsubaki still asleep. He gave both a peck on their forehead and where his clothes. His days keep getting interesting. He make a small magic circle contacting Azazel. Issei, my boy, how is your day? Is weird for you to call this early. Something comes up. Oh, what is it then? Azazel, I will disappear for some days, maybe a month or two, give or take it, something I can't say. Issei, what happening? You're not making any sense. Are you in the Grigori? Yes, with the paperwork. Can we meet in a restaurant? I will explain. Be there, I will send you the address. Okay, see you there. Time skip. Now Issei at the restaurant eating breakfast and Azazel was there. He explained to him what he saw and what he is going to do. So let me get straight, you tell me you had a nightmare of fate and now you have the command seals that make you a MSTR, and that why you will use the dimensional gap to go there. Yes. Well, you said it worked for you, but are you sure you need to go? Azazel, is not just a dream, it felt like something or someone want me there, I just feel it. Feeling can be many things, but if you must go I will not stop you. You easy to tell and let me go, I taught you will say it's dangerous. Well, it's not like you will listen to me, will you? But if we think about it, it will be a good thing. What do you mean? Think about it, you have the command seal, you watch the show, you now what will happen, you have the upper hand in this. Don't tell me the dark dragon is afraid. First of all, I'm not afraid anyone will except for Akino and the girls, but others than that I feel good, like I want to fight Gilgamesh, and the other there I feel ready and excited. It seems Goku and your dragon nature boosting your hunger for fight. Well, are you gonna leave? Yes, but I need you to keep this a secret. I want you to tell everyone you send me on a secret mission that will let them know I'm okay. You know they will punish you if they know the truth. I know it, just I want to do this, I feel it's my journey to do it. Okay then, well it seems your day will be a haptic. Oh, I almost forget, since you're going there, can you get me a souvenir? Like what? I don't know, maybe the finest beer or something. Damn, a beer you really don't change. When you taste it you will change your mind. Maybe in my 100 years I'm still young. Okay, see you soon. Azazel give Issei and huge and Issei hug him back. Time skip. Issei now in the dimensional gap again. He grasped the Yamato that begin to shine and then cut through it. Issei passed through it with no problem. Issei will almost in his way to his next direction. He may have a miscalculation. He land inside the science facility in through his portal, and there were guards there. Well, that is unexpected, said Drake internally. You think? Screamed Issei mentally. Freeze, how you get there? I don't know, portal has show up and swollen me and I'm here, said Issei with a poker face. The soldier was confused for what to do, called their superior. After that they Issei to a room. There were a scientist there. Welcome, I'm Dr. Romani Archaman, and this is Chaldea. Welcome, stranger. I'm happy to meet you, doctor. I'm Issei Voldigode. Nice to meet you too. So then Issei, can you tell me how you get here? Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know. I was just walking in my city and then a portal opened and I'm here. This may be a phenomenal. Tell me, Issei, do you believe in magic as such? Well, kinda, I have magic. Good, that will make it easy for me to explain. In this faculty, we are in a world of humanity in bring of death. How? Well, the doctor explained Issei how and why. Issei knew why in the first place, but he kept his acting. He learned how to make stories and lies like a pro. I understand, doctor. Normally we would send you back, but our mission is taking priority in this. It's all right, the doctor, I understand. Is not like I have something to do back in the first place. Thank you, Issei. I know I don't have the right to ask, but can you help us? From I see you have many men power. We do, but having more men would do wonders in our world. I think I need to do something for it for me to join. You're smart for someone your age. Yes, normal there would be scientists who would experiment on you and install a magic circuit in you, but since you have magic on use that remove the strong part. I see. Thank you, doctor. I will be honored to join. Thank you. I really don't enjoy war, but we are forced for the existence of humanity. A wise king once said, a wise king don't wage war. But he must be prepared for it, said the doctor with a smile. He was impressed from Issei word. It felt he speaking to an adult. Well, from what he see, Issei is 17 or 18, but he see him more wiser. Time skip 3 days past. Issei was questioned by Chaldea, and the higher up they don't have anything against him, nor it will beneficial to do anything at him. He do some checkup. He seem very healthy and acrobatics. Issei who was walking he hear a sound. Fo fo foo. Issei remembers that voice anywhere. He sees a squirrel pet jumping on his feet and then on his head near his cheek licking it. Hello little guy, haha, stop it, you tickle me, said Issei rubbing the pet head gently. Fo, where are you? Issei then looks up ahead and sees a girl with blossom hair running in his direction. Issei eyes widen. It was her there, no doubt. Mash, said Issei in his mind. Sorry Fo, like always jump on people? No, it's alright, he is cute and energetic. I'm Issei Voldigode by the way. I don't know if it alright to say my name, sorry. No need to rush, why won't we sit near the window to talk a little? Yes. Both Issei and Mash sit together and become to talk about many things, some about themselves but some rest private, and some about Chaldea. Issei who see the outside. It was very snowy storm. So you joined the project? Well, let's say I was sent her by mistake, but I'm not that mad about it. Oh, I heard the doctor said about you. Oh, you mean him? Yes, he mostly helped me here. So you become a new member, welcome senpai. The last word she said make Issei remembers his dream. The word, sanapi, was a chord that make him realize it was her she called him, that if so the command seal on his arm is reacting to her, but she isn't assimilation to be a demi-servant yet. Senpai, are you okay? Said Mash, shaking him. Oh yeah, I'm fine, just thinking about something. Don't worry now, are you gonna tell me your name, and don't say you shouldn't or anything else now? Well, if you want to know, I'm Mash Kirilite at your service. Appealing name for a appealing girl, said Issei. Make Mash have slight blush. Before anything happened, a old man appear, almost gave both heart attack. Hello you both. Mash, I'm seeing you're fine. Dr. Lev, how are you? Fine, I see you with the new guy, so you become friends and you are number 48, I see. Well, you two must get going, the meeting is almost begin. You must not be late or you both will have an earful. But I don't know, where can you tell me Wh? Before he can continue, Mash grab his arm and become to lead him. This way, follow me. Issei become to follow Mash. Under they were in the chamber, many students were there and the proctor was setting the rules and yapping like a broken record. Her name, Olga something. Issei didn't care. He remembers she was a pain the but stack up girl in men world, thinking too much highly about herself. He just fallen asleep from her words like he was in school, but then he felt a hand grabbing him and he know who, but that she didn't know. Waking a sleeping dragon is a death sentence, but he didn't want to make a scene, but he wanna gave her little fear when she about to throw him out. Issei eyes open make her tremble. She sees Issei eyes glow crimson and have a pupil like slits looking at her like he look at her soul. Issei who felt satisfied move his place and gone through the door like a boss. No one utter a word. They felt like their life was in danger near him. Senpai, it seems you've been excluded from the first mission. I can SCRT you to your room. That will be good, Mash-chan, said Issei with a smile. Make Mash blush but shook her head. After that she lead him to his room. They spoke for some time and then it was her time to go, but before that, Mash. Yes senpai. Be careful and stay safe. Right, said Mash, sprinting to her mission objective. Issei then enter his room and see the doctor in his room eating. Sup doc? Hello Issei, sorry I've been exhausted and enter your room by mistake. No worries, it good to have a good company. So why are you here? You should be prepared to the mission. Well, then Issei explained to him what happens minus he scarred the proctor. Well, I can't say I didn't do the same. You slept also? Yes, believe me, I didn't wait to finish school and enter to something like school. School is a drag. Yes, but at least you enjoy it once a while. Whatever you say. Before he continues, there was a explosion. What's happening? Said the doctor. He see from the surveillance cameras. His eyes widen. It's on fire. Issei see this. He forget this. He run from the room to Mash location. Hey wait, said the doctor, who run after Issei until they are inside the burning room. Mash, can you hear me? Are you there? Issei screaming out loud. See if Mash is there. Then they heard a warning. Warning, the main power is destroyed. The backup generator is shut off. Please reactivate. Issei, I'm going in the basement to back up the power here. A watch to contact me or I contact you. Okay doctor, thanks. Then the doctor go the basement, leaving Issei the burning office. He becomes to go forward for searching off Mash. Mash, can you hear me? Fo. Issei heard Fo voice. He gone to the sound location and his eyes in horror. Mash under the rubble. Mash, can you hear me? Senpai, why are you here? Please save yourself. Are you crazy? I'm not abandon you. Issei, see the huge creator, he left it with one hand. That shocked Mash. See Issei ridiculous strength, he remove her place and get a slurp from his jacket. Drink this. Mash listen to him and do it. Her wounds closed and her power is become to return to her body. Senpai, how? Before she continue, Issei hugged her. Don't scare me, you idiot. Mash, who was in the state feel Issei body was warming her, she felt at peace in his embrace. Before she continue in this, a warning was opened. Warning: the Singularity open in year 2004 at Fuyuki City. Everyone be prepared. The doors closed in the office and then a light blind both. Now Issei in a city full of flames, he knows where he is. He cursed his luck. At then Issei see the skies and see a rose shot from the sky at him. He would active Helix shield, but then Mash appear in a huge shield protect him. Mash. Senpai, stay behind me. In that another shot comes to them. Issei was behind Mash. He used a Helix shield to shelter both as an extra layer of defense. Other POV, there is man in white hair use a bow, but he didn't use a row but swords. Now that's interesting. Chapter end to be continued. Part 4 Ereshkigal Gene Alter, Jalter. Nix Oda Nobunaga Artoria Alter Medea Female Merlin Female Enkidu Gidako Emiya Quetzalcoatl Sakura Mato Leonardo da Vinci Tamamo no May Lion King Artoria Semiramis Olga. Chapter 32 Singularity 1 Part 2. After that last attack, Issei disbanded his Helix shield and Mash remove her shield also. That was close. Are you fine, Mash? Oh yes, Senpai, that was close call, but Senpai, how can you do all of this? Asked Mash. She saw many things and what Issei did was a level of a servant, maybe even beyond. I wish we can stay and talk all day, but for now we must find others. Mash, believe me, I will explain everything in time. Said Issei, put his hand on her shoulders. Mash saw his eyes, she blush away. She can feel how warm he was, but she snapped at herself to think clearly before anything. They heard a scream. Kaya Ash. Both Issei and Mash become to run to the source of the scream to know who it was, but for Issei, he knew who she was. POV change: a girl was running for her life. There were undead soldiers behind her trying to catch her. What is happening? Why those hunting me? Someone help. She sprints to the nearest wall. She used her magecraft to shoot at them, but to no avail. She may kill one or two, but then they become to multiply. Are you kidding me? What wrong with this place? She wanted to continue running, but then her foot hit something to make her lose her balance and fall on the ground. She saw the undead approaching. She prayed to anyone to save her. Then, like her prayer come true, Mash comes and squash every undead she saw. Are you all right? Said Issei, who was near her. Olga turned her face to see Issei. She remembered him as the one who gave her a soul glare. She was glad that at least he wasn't undead. Are you okay, Director? Asked Mash, who killed the last skeleton soldier. What happened? We are in a Singularity Fuyuki City 2004. From what the explosion happened, we are here. So you become a demi-servant. What I want to know, why tell now it happened? You may remember that Chaldea was going to send a servant to this singularity in that time when the machine brought us the heroic spirit to come to me, give me its power abilities and its Nobel phantasm. So now I'm now complete demi-servant. Before we merged, he wanted me to eliminate the cause of this singularity. So then this substitute commoner, he is your new MSTR. Said Olga mock Issei, but Issei knew her. He just sighed. He didn't want to lower himself to her level. He just ignored her, make her angry, but she let go. Then Issei watch become to flash and beep. Issei saw it. He pressed the button. A holographic appear. It was Dr. Romani. Thank God you still alive. Can you all hear me? Dr. Romani, yes, loud and clear. Said Issei, make DR node. Romani, why did you take control of this operation? Director, you still alive? Of course I am alive, you idiot. Why the stupid question? Why are as a head medic section are in command? Where is Lef? Professor Lef was in the center in the explosion. I can't see any hope of him being alive. Said Romani, made Olga shocked and horrified. No, it can't be. Olga was about to cry, but Romani continued. The reason why I'm in command in this operation is because there no one outrank me. All of them are dead. Then what about potential masters? What happened to the 47 masters who were in the coffins? All of them in critical condition at this rate. Before he continues, Olga snapped at him. Don't be a fool. Make the doctor shut up. Transfer them to cryopreservation immediately. Our top priority is their survival. I'll do it at once. Director. said Mash, but Olga cut her off. As long they don't die it can be justified later. I can't possibly handle 47 death on my back. Currently Chaldea have lost 80% of its power and capability. Once the communication is established with the outside world, I'll request for supplies, anything for the resurrection of Chaldea. Good work Romani Archman, I'm not happy about it, but until I'm back you are in charge. Roger, but thee's a demi-servant, a combination between human and servant. I can't believe at time like this. Romani saw Issei play with foe and Mash was beside him. Issei was knowing what will happen after this. It becomes so problematic for him, but it isn't the first time. He may not admit it, but he feel refreshed. He knows there will be a servant nearby. He can feel it. But starting right now, Issei Voldigode and Mash Kirilite will begin to investigate Singularity F. I wish you all luck. If anything happens please contact me. Hump, you can send SOS but no one will save us from here. Director. In that Romani cut contact, but Issei raised his guard up and he knew it would happen after a few seconds. Director, are you sure about this? We could wait for help instead. After this incident I can imagine the protest will happen with the association. We can't come back empty-handed. Olga grit her teeth and ball her. First, sorry about this but I will need your both help. Issei and Mash. Roger, said Mash. Issei just give a small nod. His eyes were seen waiting for something. Olga notice it. Issei Voldigode, is something happening? You have been quiet all the time. Didn't you realize something? Director, a servant is nearby. Said Issei, make both shocked, but then Mash felt something. Senpai is correct, there a servant nearby. Said Mash, make Olga nod. They begin to go where it comes. After a while they were near a school but then they stopped when chains appear. Issei just smirked. She came. Well, what we have here, a unknown and servant. This gonna be fun. The young one looked delicious. Said a woman with purple hair and yellow eyes, licking her lips like a hungry cat. Yes, it was Medusa. A servant, but there no emestir. This world have gone mad, so seeing her without emestir is not crazy. So you are here turning everyone in stone for stealing their life force, or eat them right? Asked Issei. Already know the answer. You're very sharp young man. Tell me, why don't give up and let me turn you to stone? Don't worry, I will make sure to treat you right. Said Medusa with sadistic grin. Medusa, queen of the Gorgon, did you finish say your prayers? Because I stopped giving a din. Said Issei with cold eyes. Make Medusa shudder. Hearing that name was something she didn't want to hear, but why she felt her soul is in danger. The more she look at Issei, every part of her body tell her to run away. But why? Who are you to say my name? Human. Medusa was holding her spear. Mash was about to block it, but everyone stopped what they're doing. Hearing Issei laugh. Ha 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 ha. Everyone who heard the laugh felt the world become cold. Shivers was the only thing what Medusa felt. She saw Issei's eyes were changing from black to green and his hair from black to yellow. What's so funny? It just I'm so excited. It been a long time when I meet someone strong. For that I will be serious a little. In that Issei grunt a little. Everyone felt his power become to spike. Medusa take a step back. Mash was goosebump from her emtar power. Olga, who feel his energy, can say only one word: a monster. Hiya. Issei whole being change. His aura turn gold. His power have gone by a mile. Medusa in the first time felt fear. Her body know her instinct tell her to leave an instant. Issei was behind her. Give her a punch. Send her near Mash. Mash, prepare yourself. Hi. Mash used her shield to intercept her, hitting her with the shield and send her to the skies. Medusa, who in air regain control, use her hair as chain to capture them, but Issei broke her chain like it was nothing. He flew from his place and give her a powerful smack on top her face, send her to the ground. Blood become to pour from her wounds. Cough cough. What are you? You are not a normal human. Said Medusa, barely holding up. Who knows really, but why do you care? Medusa-chan, you begin first in this. You know what will happen, so why do you ask stupid question? Said Issei, taunting her. Medusa just had enough and become to use her noble phantasm. Senpai, she trying to use her noble phantasm. Please step away from it. Said Mash, warning him. Don't want him to be hurt. Don't worry Mash, her noble phantasm, it's weak, so don't worry. Issei just called Medusa noble phantasm weak. Medusa was now fuming from rage. A human call her weak? Even the most powerful weapon she have weak? Why do she feel scared? Her legs is shaking, but why? To tell you the truth, both you're the first to even face like this. I never seen someone like you, but did you know if my spear hit you it can give you a scar, can't be removed even when you heal? Then Medusa sprinted at him, think she caught him off guard, but then Issei was holding her hand with 2 fingers. Impossible! Dear, nothing is impossible. Issei then broke the lance to 2. Everyone was shocked. Medusa on the dirt, not believing what happened. Her weapon broke. She looked at Issei, who just returned normal. What was he? We isn't normal. Her body was shuddering. Is this at her end? Well then it seems you out off fuel. I would say you gave me a good spar, but oh well, all have to end someday. Issei aura now become purple. Everything screamed death from it. He caught Medusa from the neck, but he didn't squeeze. He put his arm in front of her. Any last word, Medusa? Medusa just sit her, see her life is gonna go. There were nothing else she can do. She missed with the wrong person mash, and Olga was terrified from Issei. Aura was like it say submit or else. If that my last breath, tell me what are you, tell me your name. Said Medusa her last words. Well, at least I can tell you I'm Issei Voldigode, the evil demon dragon god of tyranny. Medusa was shocked. She was in front a dragon god. She now see how she are outclassed. Well then Medusa, goodbye, hope you be better in the afterlife. Before creation comes destruction. Hakai. Mash and Olga see Medusa, who scream from agony, become to disappear in party cal of lights. There were a silence, no one utter a word until now. DMN, you killed her quick, I'm impressed. Issei turn his face and see a man with blue hair holding a staff. Another servant. Said Mash, holding her shield in front of Olga and Issei. Wow, now I'm not here to fight, I come in peace. Said the blue hair man, rising his hand in defeat position. Mash, lower your shield, he telling the truth. Said Issei, make Mash nod. Then Olga spoke. She didn't forgot what happened to think beside her a being proclaim a god still make her uneasy now. That explain his eyes and the fear she felt. Tell us what happened here. Straight to the point. Well. The blue hair explain everything, how after the first Grail war the Grail was replaced by dark version of it, and the one who guard it was saber and archer. Caster tried to swoop Mash, but Issei take her from his hand to his embrace. Mash felt flustered being in Issei embrace. Yet again the blue hair man laugh front his see Issei overprotective attitude. So what is your name? You seem like Caster. Asked Olga. First name Mario, last name Mario. Mario. Said Caster, make everyone except Issei sighed from his childish antics. I'm serious now. I'm also serious. Before both starting to bite each other head, Issei interject. Siuchulin, Ireland, child of light, a Celtic demigod, Skatak pupil, the bearer of the cursed spear Gibalg. Said Issei, stopping both. Olga was surprised from Issei said, and Siu was impressed from what the boy proclaimed. God, he got him good. Okay, Ilbite, is my name written in my back or something? You're the second one know about it. And let me guess, the first one was Saber, the one who defend Black Grail, am I correct? Correct, you're smart boy, or did you know that beforehand? What you want me to say? I know many things. History is my virtue. I don't forget anything history related. Wow, we have a nerd with us, but from what I see you're super strong. Well, why don't we go to end this with Saber already? You took the word from my mouth, let's go. Both now become to march. Olga and Mash follow both. Time skip now. All was doing the scouting and Olga was doing some casting for a booby trap. Saber after this finished they all were ready, but Issei stopped and summoned a bow. Shoot at the building, make it explode. You can come out, Archer, I can feel your presence. In that a man with white hair holding his bow with a grin. Wow, I didn't know I'm facing bow man like me, a hamster nonetheless. Oh, is it now Shiro Emiya? Issei said the name make the Archer wide eye. How did he know his real name? Surprised Shiro, even if you changed your aura is the same guardian, or should I call you hero of justice? Said Issei with a smile. Archer was now in front a anomaly that know him well, not just that but his past act. How? Hero of justice, I discarded that a long time ago. It's surprising that you know me but I don't know you. Archer was now preparing his bow but then he jumped backward by caster blast. Sorry to broke both your bubble, your opponent is me. Sorry kid, but leave that for me. Issei just sighed, discard his bow to pocket dimension. Don't die now caster, we counting on you. You two, let's go. Issei entered the cave. Archer would follow them but the caster was not letting him. Sorry Whitey, but should not pass. And both come to fight each other. Issei was now running to see his next opponent. He know who she is. In the first time in his life Issei felt weird. He first killed Medusa and taunting Emiya, and now he will see Saber, or what he loved to call her, Artoriakan. After all, he was in love with her. Don't you be surprised even Issei have something to like. After that they stopped and see a mountain have black aura come from it. What is this? Asked Mash. A dark reactor, so maybe that the greater Grail. My last you all showed up. The three see where the voice comes from. They saw a woman with a knight armor have purple aura surrounded her. Such energy. What a strange servant with a shield. You will need to use it to survive with this sword. I will see if you can defend yourself or not. Artoria dash at Amsh with her dark Excalibur mash was sent back few meters, but she's still holding on in that a debris of rock was almost hit Issei and Olga, but Olga used her ruin as shield. Now Artoria try to slash mash shield. What wrong with you? Why don't you come forward? Asked Artoria angrily. Her sword grow even stronger, shoved mash couple of meters. Her shield was thrown from her hand. Now mash on dirt, trying to get up. Issei, who see this no mash can do it. He trust her capability, but seeing her like that is tearing his heart. He missed with history too much. He need to let this played like the show. Mash need to enter her capability. Mash get up and get her shield and try to defend herself from Artoria slashes. You have courage, girl, but can you still going on? Can you continue? Then the dark Excalibur become to emits more dark energy. Now try to defend yourself. Form this Excalibur Morgan. Artoria shoot a dark beam from her sword hit mash shield. She becomes to try to hold on as much as she can. The blast from Excalibur was too much for her feet. Become to gave up. She closed her eyes. She may want to accept defeat, but then she feels a hand on top of her. She see Issei behind her. Get up, mash. I know you can do it. The heroic spirit didn't give you his powers for you to give up as a or no as your family. I ask you to come forth with your resolve. Issei word was the catalyst for mash to force her feet to step up. Then she become to glow. Her power have returned to the max. Thank you, senpai. Let me show you my resolve. In that mash activate her noble phantasm. The shield become to glow. Haya. Screamed mash. Make the Artoria beam redirect at her. That shield is. Before she can continue it hit her. Mash lost her strength. The Nobel phantasm depleted her. Issei hold her tightly. You did good, mash. But Issei knew it isn't over yet. He see Artoria still standing, but she was wand. Mash try to get up, but Issei tell her it's over. In that Siu came and use his Nobel phantasm on her. Put Artoria in a cage. The cage burn itself, meaning it worked. Artoria lost. Few good you all standing. You took your time. The archer was pain to deal with. Can't fault you in that. In that they see Artoria who stands, but it seems she had enough victory for the power to protect. Indeed now it's as expect. Then Artoria had a smile. Ultimately fate may change whatever the outcome. The fact I face it alone remains. And what do you mean by all that? You are trying to tell us something? Asked her intrigued caster. One day you will know the answer, Ireland child of light. Before she disappear in party, Cal Issei interject. Artoria, said Issei. Make Artoria look at him. Mark my word, the next time we see each other, don't ever think of leaving. I'm excited to fight you next time, King of the Knights. Said Issei with a smile. Artoria Alter looked at him with a smile. She have to get the kid's props to be bold. She can feel it in him while disappearing. May I know who you are? Issei Voldigode. Then I will remember the name next time, and the Grand Order out battle may have ended, but the Grail had begun. Hey wait, I have more questions. What do you mean by that? Said see you, but he sees himself disappearing. His time has come again. Kid, young lady, I leave all this to you. We will meet again. See you. We shall. If there is another war, please summon me as a lancer. In that see you disappeared. Anomaly is gone. MST or the war is over. Said mash, and a piece of the Holy Grail comes to Issei hands. He see Olga. He knew what to do. We won this battle, thank for both you two, director. Said Issei with a smile. Make Olga have a tight blush. It was the first time one comment on her. That was a rough one. We did it. Congrats mash for unlocking your potential. The shield opened for you. Even if you don't know the name, it respond to you. Wow, now that over it is like fairy tale if you ask me, but a Nobel phantasm with no name. Let me think for what to name it. I got it. Why not Lord Chaldea? You know it more than anyone. Hi Lord Chaldea. Yes it is. Issei pat her head knowing how she happy about it, but then there were a clap. Issei knew it who it was. Yes, Derlev. Olga who saw him, she was happy. No, he is alive. She become to run to him, but what he said to he broke her. How she isn't dead yet after he used magic under her office that caught his conclusion that her physical body is gone because she can't ray shift, but now when she is dead she was able to. Dear Lef tried to take the Grail, but Issei was not letting him. Sorry, but the Grail going nowhere, Lev. Said Issei. Put seal on it. Well, what a surprise. Subject 48. You surprise me greatly. He then snap his finger make Olga hover over the ground. He then use his power to make Olga touch the reactor. It was her wish to be near it. He would succeed, would, but then. Universal pull. Said Issei make Olga fly toward how she was in his embrace again. Dr. Lev, don't even try to do something. Go to your general and tell them their fate are sealed. Issei Rinnegan eyes activate. It mean business. You may win this subject 49, but now this only the beginning. In that he disappeared. You okay, director? Said Issei, who saw Olga, who didn't let go. She was scared. She saw her life flash through her eyes. She thankful Issei saved her, but she knew she would die if they return. Don't worry, you won't die. Said Issei. She saw his eyes. It was like see death itself, but she can see he was sincere in that. Issei contact Dr. Romani to get them out after flashes they return. Time skip. Issei wakes up and sees himself in bed. He see Foe beside him and takes him to the Chaldea facility. He saw Mash in her science's outfit. Good morning, senpai. Said Mash with a smile. Issei just hugged her. He glad alright, but he hear a cough. He see Dr. Romani and some staff hold their voices. Good thing you're safe and well. Is everyone okay? Yes, the masters is good but need rest, but for director. Said Romani, his head low. Romani, raise your head. Don't worry, I can get her back. Said Issei, shock them. How? Just I need a BLD sample. Do you have? It. Romani didn't understand, but he go to the lab and give it to Issei, who open a scroll and put the BLD in it. Then begin to do a hand sign. Edo Tensei no Jutsu. Said Issei, clap his hand together. A tomb raise. Came a reanimated Olga, make everyone shocked and scared, doesn't believe what they see. Rennie rebirth. Then Issei touch Olga body, who become to get steam off her body, felt like alive. It open her eyes. She see herself, doesn't believe herself. Her body is the same. She see Issei, Mash and Romani and the others. She become to cry. She returned to the land of the living. Like I told you, director, I brought you back. Said Issei. Olga then hugged him tightly, crying, saying thank you over and over. Oh, thank you, Issei Voldegode. Romani see this, doesn't believe his eyes. He saw many crazy Tina, but this was not one them. How did you do it? Life and death is game for me. Are you talking with a god after all? Romani still can't comprehend what he heard and saw. Senpai, you told me you will say what you are. I don't want to force you if you don't want to. No, Mash, it's alright. Then tell us, Issei, what are you? Even Olga, who was still hugging him, wanted to know. Also, having a god isn't that bad after all. Well, to keep it short and simple for you all, I'm come from a word that age of the gods didn't end. I was a human once, but a accident happened make me what I am now. I know of this world from a series called Fate. What Issei said shocked them. Wait, that mean he knew that will happen? Why didn't he say anything? If you all ask me why didn't I say anything, please believe me, if I did there would be more damage than goods. Changing fate isn't a game. Changing a small thing can be more disturbing than other. All didn't say anything. Issei was right. If he changed anything they would be in deep SHT. So what are we then? Asked Romani. You all alive? Like I see you in my world you are a fiction, but here you are real. Hell, even my world may be a fiction in another world. Ever think about that? Romani think about it. He can't fault Issei logic, but it was too much for him. The taught to be seen and know how story begins and ends. So you know what will happen next? Yes, I did that. Why I came here to see better outcome. Like Olga, for example, she's supposed to die, but I saved her life. Olga here was shocked, so she was supposed to die, but Issei changed that. She was more confused than ever, but she is still glad she is alive. So that why you knew the servant names? Asked Olga. Oh, believe me, I remember them from top to bottom, everyone's strength and weakness and their Nobel phantasm. But I'm sure it was not the only reason you came here. Said Dr. Romani is still processing the information. You're right, it is not the only reason. I had a vision in this world. I want to know why. That's why I make sure to help you all in this for the sake of this world and mine. I'm sorry keeping this secret from you all. I hope you all forgive me. Issei just bowed his head. All was touched from Issei words. If they were from his choose, they may did the same. Mash raise his head. Please, senpai, we don't blame you for it. We are surprised and thankful for you saving us. I'm happy meeting you. Mash said with a cute smile. Issei heart beat fast. So tell me, how is your word? Said Romani. He was now intrigued. Well, my world is state from not all human know about the supernatural and human born with sacred gear and the supernatural all still exist like Egyptian, Greek, North pantheon, etc. What are sacred gears? asked Olga intrigued. Sacred gears is a object made by the Bibalic gods. Some are powerful and some are for defense, but only human and half-human can wield them. Why? Asked Mash. For protecting humanity from supernatural if they are in trouble. You said you were human before. What happened? Issei eyes darken. All saw it seems it's a dark memories. Sorry senpai, I didn't mean to make you remember. No Mash, it's alright, let me tell you all. Then Issei become to tell them about his life before supernatural, how his ex-parents did to him to be killed by fallen angel, but she was forced to do it for him to activate his gear, and being forced reincarnated to devil by a PRD hair, and his adventure in different world and fighting Loki the god of mischief. The DR, the director and the masters who hear this was in awe. They felt sorry for him for what his parents did. They were angry for that devil where did, but they are happy for him to have found people who loved him and take note for not make him angry. It seems you had it rough, said Romani. Hold his shoulder. Well, at first, but I meet a woman changed my life with the others. Issei hold his mouth. Why he open his mouth? Others, said Olga and Mash at the same time. Nothing, forget what I said. No, say it. What others? Said Olga holding his shirt. Yes, senpai, tell us, said Mash with a smile, but her eyes say another thing. Okay, for me in supernatural men do have a HM, you could say I have one a bigger on in that. Issei said that he prayed to someone to help him. Olga heard this, had a smile. No, it wasn't a normal smile, but a lustfully smile. Oh, is it then? So you wouldn't have a problem with me then? Huh? Issei, before asking what she meant, she kissed him in the mouth, make him stager, and all who watch have their mouth is the ground. After that she stopped and look at him. Then Issei, hope you take responsibility, said Olga with a smile that told him she was serious. Issei was shocked. He didn't dream that would happen, but he feel arms behind him. He saw Mash and know she did something. He didn't act fast. Mash kissed him. Also okay, Issei is F now. After that she stopped. Senpai, you also have to take responsibility for me also. Issei was now feel like his life was turning. He didn't know if it was for the best or the worse. Screamed all who witnessed this. What will happen to our hero in the future? Stay tuned to next time in Issei the Dark Dragon God. Chapter 33 Singularity 2 Part 1. It was another like any other, but for Issei, who was in bed still thinking about yesterday how Olga and Mash kissed him, he's still in denial. Partner, you being ridiculous now. It's just a embrace. You had plenty in our world. What the problem now? It's not just a embrace, Drake. We talking about fate having a relationship with me. Do you know what can change? Oh, what would be? You are the main protagonist now in this story. Just think about it now. You will go to other singularities. Think about it. From what I saw from your memories, you will maybe have Jean Dark and maybe her dark self as your servant, and we even gonna meet another version of Fafnir. Don't you see the opportunity? Issei, who think about it now, his eyes wide. If the story continue like he remembers, he would have many things to explain, and now his memories surface. Remember version of Artoria in Camelot Singularity. Who would have taught you having a crush on the King of the Knights, but seeing the circumstances it may be good to your favor. She having a version of Welsh dragon heart inside of her may be the biggest cause. No, it's not that I mean. Who wouldn't be? She's dead gorgeous and her eyes make me melt from it, but fate played wrongly for her and Mordred. Yeah, forgetting about her. Don't forget, if we meet the version that want revenge on her, it will be crazy encounter. No kidding, if she knew about Chaldea she would go to Fuyuki to phase her mother, but I think I need to fix it. Oh, you know entering a women fighting is a death sentence, but why are you want to fix it? Simple, you wear. Right, I may will be her MSTR in near future, so her problems will be mine. I want to bring the NCYCL of hate. It seems you want to bring everyone together. It's not a bad thing, but don't forget not all hate can disappear this easily. I know that. Why I will try strong even if I need to drills it to their brains. Haha, there no dull moment with you, partner. Well then it seems time for the second singularity. Yes, well I need to go catch you later. Minutes later. Issei, now who wears his new suit for the jump to singularity. In that same minutes Mash enters his room. She wears her suit also. Good morning senpai, are you ready? Said Mash, who still have some pink blush cheeks. Yes, just checking everything in order, let's go right. In that both enter the command room and see Dr. Romani with a woman stand beside him. She have a good figure and elegant. Issei knew her instantly. Hey you two, you both look good with the ray shift suit. Do I need to wear this? I mean it's so tight. Normally I will let you, but that's regulations, and besides when you go to the next race shift you will be in your normal clothes and this may be a dangerous journey for you both. She will be in charge monitoring you both. Let me introduce Mrs. Leonardo da Vinci. Ah yeah, Leonardo, I remembered. What about Olga? She's doing other things and she says she will monitor you later. Well, if that is the case, nice to meet you, Mrs. Leonardo. Oh, fuffa, nice to meet you too, Mr. of Mash. I heard many things of you, many intriguing as Romani say. I'm Engineer of Chaldea department, but I think you know that already. You catch on fast. The one who loves the Mona Lisa, he becomes it. Well, you know your stuff very well. Of course, a genuine pervert. How cruel of you, Issei-chan. Ah well, let us get over with it. I'm excited now. After some laughs and giggles, Issei and Mash enter their own coffin and wait for the ray shift. It felt like hours, but they were minutes. They disappeared and appeared in the second singularity. It seems it worked. Senpai, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine, all in one piece. In that foe who was hidden jump from Mash. Fu, you came with us? Fu. Yeah, it may slipped from mind. He will be in most if not all future singularities. Ah, what I will do with you, said Mash, who is holding foe, who turns his face to the side like the innocent he is. Not a care in the world. Ha, what can you do? Now let's contact the doctor. Then Issei sees his watch and presses a button. It shows Romani in Windows mode. Good, it's working and you both made it. Do you like the new update? It is more simple to use and operate. I know that. Now if I remember correctly, it's 1431 AD, correct? Yes. You are now in Domremy village in the Lorraine region of France. It's about out of the way, but it's within the limits. Issei then looked at the sky and smirked. Mash see this and looked up and saw a huge ring. Romani saw this, was shocked. It was some kind witchcraft ritual. Issei then looked at the village. It was sitting on fire. He knew the culprit was. He sighed. It had beginning. But for our information, there no record of a huge fire. History is changing the ring of light. It maybe have caused something. Well, you're half true. I already know the culprit of this, don't worry, so I think our orders is to investigate, right? Romani just give a smile. You guessed it. Other POV. In a huge cathedral there are two standing where a woman with small figure, blonde hair and black plate armor becomes to chant. Thou art under my command. If thou shalt take upon thy sword in accordance with the will of the Grail, if you shall obey this feeling, this reason, then answer. Swear it here. I shall be the one to spread evil across this unchanging land, but those whose eyes are clouded over with chaos, you shall serve me. Thou captured within the cage of madness, I'm the one who shall reign in those chains. Thou the seven heavens clad in the great three powers of the word, break free from the ring of restraint hand that holds the scales. After the chant is over, a huge light blind all from it comes people who was in their knees. You have came, my fellow servants. I am your Gillies, bring him in. Understood, said the man with huge eyes. Brought an old man who was shaking from fear. Who you all are? Why are you doing this to me? You over there, answer me, asked the old man who want to know why he was there. It's been a while, Bishop Pierre Cauchon. From her voice the bishop was scared and having a panic. No, it's impossible. You supposed to be dead. It must be a dream. Then he felt a piece of metal go through his leg. He become to scream from agony. Ah! Now you still think it's still a dream? Don't you remember you set me on fire for 3 days? Save me please, I will do anything. The bishop become to beg for mercy. B didn't want to die. Then more piece of metal have been pierced through his skin. Now bishop, there no room begging right now. Your life is over. You remember you ordered for me to be killed, yet your faith is weak as paper. Do you remember the way you killed me? Oh yes, I remember. Burned to death, but you will be burned by fire of hell. Ha! The woman who become to laughed historical. See the bishop who screamed from agony, feeling his skin gone, even his bones in his last breath. He say, which this DMN witch? And for all want to know the witch name, she is Jeanne d'Arc. I might have enjoyed that a little too much. We still have plenty of work to do. Getting back to business. I am your emissary ruler, Jeanne d'Arc. I have only one wish for you, to destroy this country that called itself French. Kill as much you want. I don't care if it a man, a woman, even if it a child. Slaughter every one of them, even a saint or a hero. Their existence is a waste of space. Show me your devotion. After that, and welcoming her servant now, it was obvious the Holy Grail had beginning. What will our hero do? Let's see. Issei POV. Our objective is to restore the singularity. To do that we need the Grail. Locate it near this era. Don't worry, doctor, I know the way to it, but it will be haptic from here now. I know, be careful you too. Roger that the city seems most dead, she really did many number of them. Who she senpai? Said Mash intrigued. Simple Mash, the one who died 3 days ago and returned from the bonfire, Jean Alter or Jalter for short. Jalter. It's a name she go by. Think about a corrupted version like we saw in Fuyuki City, like King Arthur. Okay, now I get it. And Da Vinci-chan, I know you're in command. What the status? Oh, you kill Joy. Well, from your talk you were right. The responsible of this was indeed the Maid of Orleans, Jean Dark. From what we see is still normal. You can continue normal investigation. Roger that there are still some survivors in the city. Most men are dead. Da Vinci, prove me wrong, but Jean did summon a dragon, right? You guessed it. Seems she became Thanster and summoned it. Dragons didn't exist in France of this year. Technical manager Da Vinci, we have a problem. What the problem? We have many lives form approaching. Dragons. Wyvern is coming. All men raise your weapon. Women and children go hide now. Said the soldier who become to ring the bell. Then a dragon shoot a huge fireball killed him and the building he was in it. Mash. Yes. Issei, stop. You know this singularity will be fixed after getting the Grail. The people who died will come back. You two will not. Of you both died. Da Vinci, I understand this, but don't misunderstand. I'm not someone who will let those die even if they return. Do you think my conquest will be good? The answer is no. So do your job, I will do mine. I need to teach this dragon how to respect their elders. Issei eyes have turned to slits. His aura become to raise the dragons who feel this was trembling. Da Vinci, who on its chair after Issei talk, had a smile. It seems this error is more intriguing than she anticipated. Miss OP, please monitor any magic reaction near Issei. We need to deal with anything that happens. Already doing it. You're fast. I was formerly in the medical department. Mash, trust him, so I will trust him. Also, I won't them die. Everyone is kind. Retuning to Issei, who was in the sky kicking some wyvern asses, and Mash was fighting a dragon with her shield. Then Issei see a child on the ground. He pick her up to see where her parents is. This kid was been separated from its parents. Can you take care of her? Roger. A soldier take the child to safety. Then another soldier become to scream like a crazy person. It's our fault. We are the one who killed our saints and turn her to a dragon which she gonna eradicate us. Then a woman comes and slap him. I don't know who you think you are, but don't speak someone else's daughter. Director, she is. I know. I know she's better than this. She is kind, not like what you hear. Don't mess with me, old hag. The soldier would continue off, not the dragon, who would tear off his head and prepare to shoot the women. In that Issei use instant transmission and redirect the fire to its source. Full counter. In that the flame return twice the damage, incinerate the dragon to oblivion. Then he see a woman in disguise helping the women who would been a kebab. If not for Issei intervention, she tell her to hide. The women see her. She was in tears. It was her daughter. She wants her to stay, but she believes in her. She goes to hide. After that, Mash and Issei was following the women with the disguise to the nearest forest. I think it's time to talk, Jean. The woman stopped walking, removing her disguise, and Mash would attack, but Issei held her arm, shocked his head. She lowered her shield. Well, it's my disguise have failed. I'm Jean Dark, ruler class servant. Minutes later. I fear it was mere hours since my manifestation when I appeared in this era. It's impossible for me to be the dragon witch. We already know that you can't be in two places at the same time, even for heroic spirit. Then Dr. Romani asked about things. After that he told her her capability is low for servant. Well, that would be the case. I feel like a rookie servant. A rookie servant, Miss Jean. What would you do now? Asked Mash. It's simple. I'm going to save Orleans once again from the dragon witch, Jean Dark. Even if I don't have a revelation from God, I swear it, even if I have to do it alone. Said Jean with a smile. Well, your resolve is admirable. It seems our turn to introduce ourselves. I'm Issei Voldigode, and this is Mash Kirilite, still a rookie servant, but she can be more than that. Hope you believe in our words. You're not alone in this. Jean, in the first time in ages, her eyes shine, and her heart beat from Issei words. Then raise her hand as shaking position, and Issei shake her hand, but unknowingly the command Issei hand become to give a low shine, then return normal. Hours passed. Issei was thinking about something while Mash was in deep sleep. You should sleep also. You need some rest. Said Jean worriedly. Don't worry, it's not my first time be this late. Then tell me something about you, Issei, if that the case. Nothing to speak really. I'm coming from a world where the age of gods still existing to these days like bibalic factions Greece's north etc. and now there is a new problem like Chaos Brigade some wannabes nothing much. Then you meet God right? Issei for his unfortunately had a sad face not for him but for her. Jean see this and asked. Right? Ah, in my world God is dead. Jean, from what I heard he died in a great war with 4 Satans and the heavenly dragons that I was told. This revelation shocked Jean to the core. God is dead. If so, does this mean hers also was? Her revelation was also wrong. Then she feels a hand on her head. She see Issei with reassuring smile. Look Jean, I know how he must be important for you. I don't know if he also exists in this world, but if not, don't let that turn you down. You are what you are, a strong woman who saved many people even with those burned you unjustly. You still the same kind and justice women I ever known, so don't let that let you down. You are Jean Dark Saint of Orleans, are you not? From Issei word. Jean was seeing a new light. Her soul that was crying from grief have stopped and looked to Issei red eyes. She felt comfort, she felt alive, she felt even stronger. His word make her warm from the inside out. Thank you Issei, thank you. You're right, even if he isn't here I will be the same. That the Jean I knew. Now I will sleep now. Get some, you too, you need it, also even for heroic spirit. Issei then returned near the tree and closed his and slept next to Mash. Jean just chuckled from this and slept also while still thinking of Issei word. No man have ever say this word to her. No man make her heart jump from this. What was this feeling? She didn't know, but she didn't dislike it. She remembered her mother pleased to see her face and calling her Janet, but Jean still walking in her heart. She was sad see her mother like this, but she still walking. It was for the best. Hours later. The sun have risen. Issei and Mash still sleeping. Jean who about to wake up. What a nice morning. Jean who heard this have opened her eyes and listen more. It's time to go everyone. I know you all aren't morning persons but I don't care. A voice, someone voice is streaming in. It doesn't matter if you are a vampire or not. Dead apostle aren't they, is that right? Who cares if you going to kill? Make sure to turn the area under the flag of hell. The sound stopped Jean, her eyes widened. She removed herself from the ground and screamed. Wake up you two. Issei eyes opened and Mash they go up also prepare themselves. We have confirmed they're more evil life form coming few kilometers away. They're a town called Cherite. Go to their seek refuge. Said Romani. Issei see Jean is pale. It seems her mana is go down because she doesn't have an see or then Jean become to sprint to the town. Issei and Mash go after her. After they were there was a huge dragon and many wyverns. He was charging his fire to shoot. Jean was shocked. She see her mother in the city. Issei moves fast and do hand signed. Earth style earth cocoon in that dragon shoot his flames and hit the Kakon was protecting the people. Mother. HT Jean was gonna go into her mother aid but Mash stopped her. Issei then use instant transmission plus sage mode to transfer people to new place. The cocoon was destroyed. Dark Jean was laughing from the scenario in front of her. Then she noticed her other self there. Well now I didn't think this will happen. How small and pathetic other me. Jalter. Said Issei with serious eyes that turned slits. Jalter see this take a step back. Why her body moved by itself but she shook her head. What was that? Even smaller things. A new attendant to replace Jelai. I'll have to introduce mine. Then come now my servant. Jalter have summoned her servant. Make Jean shocked and see she outnumbered. MST we are surrounded and all are hostiles. Mash and Issei get out of here. Those are all servants. Easy said then done when all of them in every side. What with that face and the small thing over there? Was that face too funny? It's so ridiculous I may die from laughter. So before that I need to kill you first. Said Jalter with a sadistic grin. They're 5 servant, not that they do much for me but for Jean and Mash they are a lot. Issei was thinking what to do. He may go overboard if he wants to. It may do bads then good for now. What with the look of your face little mice I wonder what you all thinking. Said Jalter make fun of them. Issei just sighed from her antics. Yes she is ruthless like always. You are you really me? Asked Jean see a copy of herself but was darker. I don't understand. Why are you doing this? Why are you destroying France? I ask you again, are you really me? I'm shocked from your words. Have you forgotten what they did to you? How I burn you and declare you as a witch. Even a child can see the poetic justice. I will turn French to what it must be in the first place, a town with corpses and despair. If you can't see that then you aren't me. Well now the time talk is over. Die country girl with your accomplices. Said Jean who will attack but then a sound came stopping. Vivin la France. A carriage came down. Issei, see this smile, the other servant have come in, that they see the ring, other servant have came to aid them. Jean was mad. Don't kid yourself in that. Jean send a huge blast, almost hit them, but in good reflexes all gone to the carriage and disappeared. Whatever, we will meet again. Return to Issei after carriage sat down and Issei descend from it. He look at the servants. You for should take your sweet time. You knew we will come. Of course I can sense a servant with a mile. Wow, never heard someone like you, mister. Oh sorry, I'm Issei Voldegode, this Mash and Jean. Okay Issei, it's our turn to introduce ourselves. It's nice to meet you all. I'm Mary Antoinette, class writer. You really said your name and class well. Whatever, I'm Wolfgang Amadeus, class caster. Elizabeth Bathory, class is Lancer. I am called Kyoheim, my class is Berserker. To be continued. With all of the introduction, what will our hero do after the destruction of the town? Stay tuned to the next part. Chapter 34. Singularity 2 Part 2. After the new servant introduction, Issei and the others, and knowing everyone backstory and talking about how the Grail summoned them and how there may be other servant are been summoned, they may take them as allies to fight the dragon, which Issei was wearing his clothes. After a wild day, he was thinking what to do after fighting Jalter and other servants until he hear a sound behind him. You seems worried, Issei. Issei turned face the other side and see Jean behind him. Nothing, it's just thinking what can we do when time comes to fight them. It seems your delight to fighting them that much. Jean gave weak smile, but Issei can see through her deception. Are you still thinking about your mother? Yes, I can't believe she's gone after everything happened, I feel. But before she continues, Issei embrace her in tight embrace. In the first time in her life, Jean didn't feel this kind of warm before, but this was something else. Something didn't feel in her life. Is this when you are in tight spot and feel someone near you holding you? Is this love? She didn't understand what and why, but she obviously didn't dislike it. Don't worry, Jean, you're not alone in this struggle. We are here for you. Don't forget that if anything happen, I and the others are here to support you. Jean had tears streaming for her eyes. It seems her strong persona broke. Issei, just caress her head, it seems that work. And I have something for you. In that, Issei just snap his fingers, a person appear in front of them. Jean see who she is, didn't believe it, the person who was there. See Jean, she run at her and embrace her. Jean didn't believe her mother was still alive. She looked at Issei and see he have smile reassure her this is not an illusion. She cried in her mother embrace. Even if you are older, you will be a baby in your mother embrace. After some time they let go. She become to talk with Jean how she is her. She explained her mother, she's still dead but she's now as heroic spirit. She see Issei who's still in the lookout and ask if he is her boyfriend. Jean become a red mess with steam coming from her ears. Seeing her words makes her daughter blush. She laughed from it. Who knows, an old lady from the 15th century can know these words. Mom. Fufuffa, my daughter, you shouldn't be embarrassed. That not funny, I'm not. She didn't continue. She can't lie to herself, can she? Okay, I will stop, but don't lie to yourself. Your face speak everything. Jean mother just continue herself from laughing from her daughter expression. Jean just sighed, but she still have a light blush. But then they heard someone coming. Senpai, their soldiers under attack. That was Mash telling Issei what happening. He was ready. He looked at Jean. She nodded. Then before sending her mother to safe place, she asked Issei to look out for her daughter. Issei just give her a thumb up, reassuring her. Minutes later, Issei and the other were sprinting to the place of the soldiers who are blocked by wyverns. Aghai. A soldier was sewered by a wyvern and the commander spoke. Don't falter, they are an intelligent creature, don't show them your backs. And he spoke internally, where are these coming from? We all gonna die if this is still happening. Excuse me, Nobel Knight, I'm gonna sing a song. In that the heroic spirit appeared and cooked the wyverns to oblivion. My voice is the symbol of the authority known as behalf of God, the realization, the power of king control their subjects. It simply matters. My voice is a weapon and it seems to be able to handle the wyverns. Are you all right, good knights? Who are you? Asked the commander of the knights. You really don't hold back. Oh hello guys, I'm here. Said Marie Antoinette with a childish expression. Are Amadeus and the others with you? They're still at the tent. More importantly, when you heard the citizen, you came as fast as you can is what I'm counting for, as see you here to aid them. Saying Jean. Please stop embarrassing Marie Antoinette, I didn't do anything yet. Before she continue, Issei was instant behind her and catch the stone that almost hit her head. Issei was looking at the guy who throw it with his slit eyes make him fear from it. You have the ball to hit the woman who want to save unite. It's because of her we are in this mess, our country is ruined because of her, why don't you just dragon with, if so the city will be saved. The soldier who spat didn't know he just make his life even shorter. Issei aura become to leak, make the earth shake from his power. The soldier become to OPSS their pants. Issei eyes was lifeless, he take a step towards them, tiny steps, but the more he take the danger he have become. Dare to say it night or no, trash, you and your pathetic country are the reason for this. She wanna help France, but other than a thank you give this bullshit. You are the one who killed her, and for what? Just because she saved your sorry SS. You know what, I had enough of this SHT for far too long. Issei aura turned purple, everything was speak death from it. His eyes was lifeless, no remorse and no sign of stop. He raised his hand as a ball of destruction material in his hand. All who see become to shudder, even Mash and Marie who feels the killing intent can feel. Issei was in a action to slaughter those, but then he feels hand holding his arm. Issei, please stop, it's okay, I'm not hurt, just let it go, if not for them please. For me at least. Issei looked at her eyes, it was like it was mere hours, but it was couple of seconds. He returned normal. Okay, as you wish. Issei just take a sigh. He see the servant was in sweat. They didn't feel this kind of killing intent before, like they see a god in front of them who only destruction and death, but Jean make him stop. They see it seems she is his merciful part, but in that a girl appear, make all sighed in relief, return to tense. Well, that was a good show. Good morning anyone, it is lonely, right? She is the one of the dragon which servant, let's go to the tent before. There no point, don't worry about over there, they're possibly held up at the moment. Said Martha with a grin. What a bad story, this is the second time you do anything to save them and they still don't see it. Tell me something, Jean Dark, do you want to die or kill them? Jean. Miss Jean. No, it's okay, I also feel frustrated about this and I don't know who I am and what is my purpose with this imperfect body. However, I'm incomplete and maybe I'm broken, but if they can stand up while hating me, maybe that for the best. Jean gave a smile. Well, that was a nice answer, she'd be mad for me for it. No SHT. Said Issei internally. The magic barrier is decreasing, MST, or she's coming. I know. Issei then level up his sleeves, his command seals become to shine. Jean, by the command seals I command you not as a but as your family, become servant and show me your devotion. Jean hear this, she noted. I as Jean Dark Saint and Madden of Orleans I accept the contract. Issei Voldigode. In that she began to shine and blind the knights, in that she appeared in her armor, her pale face gone now, she was in full power. So this is the power of Saint. Well now why don't you show me, Jean Dark? My name is Martha, violated by madness, I'm a berserker class. Martha, Saint Martha, be careful anyone, it said she killed a dragon by a prayer, she is a highest rank of a rider. Said Romani. Issei just shrugged but didn't let his guard down. And then a beat came roaring like a demon, become to shake from fear. Mister, by your command I will not fail, please help me us to win. Well then, if my Jean asked, then why not? In that the battle begins, heroic sprite versus Saint Martha and her beast, who will win? Well, come back later. Opening end. We came back a little backstory. Saint Martha, who appeared in the New Testament, she had a friendship with the Messiah. After his death, she got married in France. Through the prayer she pressured an evil dragon. That dragon name was Tarask. Once reached prayer, it followed Saint Martha even after she become a heroic spirit. Their bound cannot be severed. Let's go everyone. Yes. Shout, all the battle begins. Everyone become to fight the giant dragon, and Saint Martha. Jean told Mash to only try to hurt Martha because if she was out the dragon will follow also, but the saint wouldn't stand and let that happens. Will she? I'm underestimate. Let me show you, go on Terake. Said Martha ordered the dragon to attack. When the dragon about to attack, it was targeting Issei from all. Mash see this would move to shield him, but then Jean came throw and use her flag to punch the dragon away. You're alright MSTR. Yes, and you? Nothing, I'm not through, don't worry. We have to fight together in this. To defeat her we must defeat Saint Martha. Right? Said Mash. That right, this is a fight, isn't even when my dress is breaking it still consider capital offensive. I thought I'm ready, but it seems it's the opposite. Saint Jean Dark, the who you lost on your way is adorable, however right now you are absolutely wonderful, the person I admire would be. Said Marie. Hey, no, I'm not a saint anymore. Yeah, I know. If you two stoop talking, I'm still standing. Said Martha. Now the dragon was starting to generate flames. Now together me and Tarask, oh, sad dragon who knew not love, I activate my Nobel phantasm. Now Tarask, now raise your boiling fervordo to equal that of the sun to those noble ones resist destruction, grant them the test of this one strike, and that the dragon shot his burning flame to Issei and his comrades' direction. Mash would use her shield but Issei stand in front of her. Senpai, what are you doing? Get behind me. Don't worry, just trust me. Issei eyes was serious. Mash see this and just nod, but still she fear for him. Jean would step also, but then the flame was near Issei, who his Rinnegan active, and he raised his palm. The flame hit him. All screamed his name. Martha think he is dead, but then when the smoke disappear, all shocked. Issei stood there, no scratch. So much power. How can a human stand this? You're not normal. Martha shout. Her Nobel phantasm was useless. Then all heard Issei laughed an evil laugh. Ha 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 ha. All hear his laugh become to shrink for fear. The dragon who feel Issei aura become to step back. He become to see a vision of dragon with red eyes see him with a grin. He felt like he meet a god in front of him. Well, now you had your fun, it's my turn. Ha-ia. Issei energy become to raise up at danger level. The sky become to change from day to night. Anyone can hear lighting everywhere. Other POV. Jalter who sit on her thorn, who felt a power spike her body become to shudder. What was that? She can feel the world is shaking. Issei POV. Ha-ia. In that small rocks become to levitates. Issei eyes change to greena and his hair to yellow. Issei was standing there, the yellow aura that surrounds him, that order respect. Everyone was mouth gapped. Those in Chaldea see was in awe. Even Olga who was motoring now was in awe. See this again really was a art. What are you? Issei Voldigode, the evil demon dragon god of tyranny, a destroyer. In this revelation everyone shocked. Issei was god, not just any a evil dragon god. Martha was shocked. The dragon now seeing he was fighting his better now. This was the end of him. Issei become join his hand. Kai-ami ha-ia. A small ball energy materialize in Issei hands was getting bigger. Martha ordered Tarask to attack and stop Issei, but the dragon see it's hopeless, but as a dragon he will not go without a fight. He generate a fire to shoot. Issei technique was getting more power than ever. Kill him, said Martha the dragon, his flame of hell. Ha-ia-wa-ia. Issei shoot his blast that hit the flame and surpass it, hit the dragon square on, obliterate him to oblivion. After the light show everything was silent. No one could still believe what they saw. The knights was now pissing their pants more than ever. Jean, who saw all of this, was still doesn't believe what she saw. Then she heard Issei voice. Jean, use your noble phantasm and eliminate Martha. Jean just nod and use her noble phantasm. Luminosite eternal int hat time. Saint Martha was drinking dragon B. I'm sorry Tarask, I will prevent madness enhancement to reach from reaching you, or his staff. Is he even alive? In that moment Jean apparand pierce Martha with her banner. Martha become to spit BLD on Jean face. Saint Martha code prarst, the battle is over. Said Romani, signal them of their success. Return to Jean, who still piercing Martha, who becomes to explain her other self plan. Make Jean wide eyes. Don't make that face, it's okay, it's all right to make a saint to suffer this much, it's a hell. In that she disappear. After this is finished, Issei, who was still in Super Saiyan form, take a big sigh and return to his normal form again. He eliminate the dragon and Jean. Eliminate Martha. Still any to go. Senpai, do you feel alright? Yes, I'm alright, don't worry, you did good. Mash, now get everyone, we will leave shortly. Yes, Senpai. Jean, who were in her place after the revelation, hear the commander of the knights talking. Jean, do you remember me? I'm Gillies de Rice, do you remember me? Please bring the horses. Jean. In that Jean didn't stop riding the horse, all in deaf ears. Saint Jean wasn't that Gilly de Rice. Indeed he was my friend, and my sins I committed. Said Jean sadly, now switching to Jalter. Jalter P. and Ryder was defeated, and you couldn't defeat a separate servant, how pathetic. It's not our fault, you also summon is back after the power that shook the world. Jean, who still remember, shudders. What was that power and why she felt like she messing with the wrong crowd. Then again she will not stop, she didn't come her to call quilts just yet. Gillies, how about Lancer and Archer doing? Lancer is enjoying killing locals, but Archer is still fighting back, still she can't stomach killing children. I didn't know that heroic spirit is temperamental. We can kill her with a Nobel phantasm and summon another servant. I'll summon another servant, take Ryder place, now return to kill the rest. Saber Chevalier Dion. Archer Atlanta. Lancer Vlad III. and Castor Gilly Rice. Last if not least Carmela A. Elizabeth Bathory. Normal POV, so the other assassin enemies is like me. Correct, to be more precise, it's a future you. Seriously, if they're two Jean, then it shouldn't be possible for past and future together. The horseman is called Chevalier Dion. He was an acquaintance to Marie in the past. It's normal, the Holy Grail has a weird sense of humor, said Issei nonchalant. Well, Issei, you have your jokes right, said Olga, who take operation. Take you long enough, I was messing your voice here. Don't flatter yourself too much, you only eliminate one Ophany servant. I know, don't worry, their time will come. Just be careful and don't exude yourself. You two take care. The connection was disconnected. So anytime you will tell us about Power Spike? Asked Amadeus, intrigued. What to say? I only killed a dragon, that's all. And the shudder of the world say another thing. Oh, bite me, will you? I only did what's necessary. More than that, Jean, what did Martha tell you? Jean hear this become to answer her MSTR words. She told me about the dragon that Jean was ridding and turned out to be Fafnir. Well, that a surprise. Who knew we gonna fight a dragon? Knowing his name is a good thing, but I don't know if we all can beat him. Speak to yourself, I can. Issei have his pride high, all become to sweat, but those who knows knew Issei wasn't joking. You said it, Amadeus, that the Grail summoned counterparts. That mean by evil dragon it summoned the dragon slayer Siegfried. Saint Martha told me he was in city called Lion. I know you may think as a trap, but I want to believe she was telling the truth. What are your orders? All looked to Issei to say something. He had a smile on his face. You really asking me this? Well, why not let us move out then? Better than standing sitting ducks. Issei sits up and tears the tent to their next destination, all to do the same. And Mash, who's sitting, she was thinking. It was the first time see Senpai with this expression, said Mash internally, but she wanted to do better by his side. To be continued. What will our hero and the heroic spirit do in their predicament? Would Martha saying about Siegfried be right? Stay tuned to the next chapter of Issei the Dark Dragon God. Chapter 35. Singularity 2 Part 3. After defeating Saint Martha and Dragon Tarask and knowing Fafnir is their next opponent that was led by Jalter, Issei and his comrades have set out to the city of Lion to get Siegfried to join them. Unfortunately, we came to the city of Lion to meet Siegfried, but he wasn't there, so they are square one once again. So for now on we'll split to two groups, but we'll stay here for the night. On another word, this is our campground. Time skip, so camping neat. Well, they need rest at least after the exhaust of energy, and they are still shuddering. You also need to rest for a while. Your action did a number in this singularity. I don't know how you can stomach the Nobel phantasm. Haha, it's not that deep. Da Vinci-chan, believe my mana is increasing by the day, so I may handle 20 Nobel phantasm in one go. Da Vinci was taken aback from Issei word. If this was the case, he really are someone to mess with. I mean, he is self-proclaimed God after all. Maybe that his perks. Do you fear me, Da Vinci-chan? Asked Issei, make Da Vinci shocked from his questions. Why should she fear him? Why would I? I don't know. I mean, I am someone who is so powerful and may able to use abilities that even surpass a simple noble phantasm and maybe even use them to summon some abomination, a being that was a mistake. Da Vinci hearing this was not ready to hear this words by Issei explanation. He was right in some points, but she don't fear him. Maybe it was something to his past that make people describe him like that. She just sighed. It seems thing will be interesting from this day forward. No, I don't fear you, believe me. I saw many things in my life. I was some normal painter with good imagination, then I made the Mona Lisa that I have become because my love for it, and stay like this by the Holy Grail. For some they precise me as a pervert. Ha, none take it if I have to say you're appealing to some will say I'm saying this aid to man, but since you are like this and don't have a mind to be a woman by a natural sense, then who cares really? At least like you, some those fuck up who try to change something they know they can't change. Can I tell you something? Da Vinci who hear this was happy from Issei words. It's a first time one say those words to her. Then she heard his last thing. Sure, you can tell me. In my life I wasn't like that. I was a normal boy who wanted one thing is my parents' love and care, but I didn't get it in once. It happens once my sorrow and anger reach to the maximum that unlock a ability is to copy anything. Issei words make her wide eyes wait. To copy anything? You mean? Oh, you must think about it. Yes, you can say I have copied every weapons and Nobel phantasm in this world and other things of being that is gods in par and even surpass primordial being. My ability was something that only one was before me using it, but I don't why he didn't unlock other form of it. From Issei words make Da Vinci think about it mean he is someone that can handle anything you throw at him and he will learn it and even replicate him. And who was the first one? From what I heard it was the first human that ever exist Adam. This revelation shocked Da Vinci. Adam, the first human, the first creation of God as first of mankind. It's unbelievable. I said the same thing, and the most difficult thing is that this ability of mine comes from a sacred gear. Sacred gear. To put it simply, the Biblical God made them for humans and half human against the supernatural world, but mine is different. How is your difference? Mine, because it isn't a biblical God hand made, it was like given to me by something or by someone. Da Vinci was now in dilemma. Who will give something like that to a child? Don't misunderstand, she liked Issei, but this thing doesn't make sense. Did you know who gives it to you? No, sadly I don't know who and why, but it seems things are getting interesting. I have this, and me being here. Maybe uncover many things. Why tell me all of this? Because I know I can trust you, Da Vinci-chan. I know you can help me uncover many things I want to know, and I want to help. Also I want to know my true origin. Da Vinci was touched by Issei's words because he trusts her that much. It was heartwarming, and she sees Issei being honest and more open up. She sees him like a child who still needs to be healed from the world who let him feel this way. Don't worry, Issei-chan, you're super adorable scientist here to help you whatever you need. Ah, thank you, Da Vinci-chan. Well, now let's return to operation. Okay, well, where were we? In that she described Issei about the France Revolution and the rights of man to adoption and whatnot, and the one who slew Marie Antoinette, her guillotine. Heroic spirit. Peaky, you really seems happy, Marie. Asked Jean to see Marie smiling. That's because Kyoheim is making food. She's good at cooking. I'm constantly trying to improve my cooking skills. You'll never know when you see an ideal husband in the near future. I brought the wood. Okay. In spite of this, I was returned as a heroic spirit by the Holy Grail and the dragon, which is NST, or she's out of question. I want to burn her. Is this how the Berserk class think? Said Mash internally. What about you, Elizabeth? I will beat the CRP out of my future self. Said Elizabeth, who take the boar and try to cook it, and Kyoheim see this and become to scream at her. Not to, the both become to fight like kids. Then Marie interfere and use her tone of love to make them calm down. All see this, how she can handle them. Now then, let us speak about our love life, shall we? Said Marie, made everyone look at her. We are girls alone here after all, so why don't we get something out? You're genius, Marie. If this about love, I have quite experience. Now I understand how those three work together. Said Mash internally. This girl's talk, I don't know about it too much. I'm still new to things. Said Mash with shame. It's alright, you can learn from us then. So Elizabeth, care to share with us your story? Well, in my life, well, when I was alive I got married, but the me here is before that. There may be one near there. Said Elizabeth with blush. Since regaining my power, I had also regained some of my memories and remember the past, and also said Jean, who red face playing with her fingers. Mash had a shocked face. Is this girls when they talk about love? Is this girl talk now? It was Kyoheim turn. Well, to tell you my story, ahem, when I was alive it was burning like fire. He was a traveling priest called Anshin-sama. I fell in love at first sight. I was turned down, but Anshin-sama said we may meet again. However, Anshin-sama didn't come back. He ran away from me, afraid. He lied to me, betrayed me, so I chased after him in every direction with sadness and hatred. Before I knew it, I become a dragon. When I finally caught up with Anshin-sama, he hid in the bell at the temple, so with the flames of a dragon, I burnt him along with the bell. Both Jean and Mash hid their faces, and with one thinking in their mind, this is wrong. You're idiot, you make it look cuter and poppy. How rude. Anshin-sama was running away from me was incredible cute. Both become to bite each other head from insult to another. Now then, Mash-chan, how about you? Now it was Marie who asked. Mash was shocked from the question, but she take a huge sigh and become to talk, and let's say it begin to sting many. Well, with me, I don't know about love and bad a special someone for me. I lived in the lab as a humaculus and made as a demi-servant by fusing me with a spirit. Mash words make everyone look at her. Now it makes sense, she was different, but they let her continue. Until I met Senpai once it was normal at first, but then he was so I don't know how to say it, he knows what to say, he don't give up, he find a way to smile and have a good time until a explosion abort and send us to a singularity, and Senpai was the one who protect me and direct me to use my noble phantasm for the first time. He was so dreamy, and when he hugged me protectively I feel my body melt. When Mash was continue talking, all girl have a expression, wow how Mash get a lucky guy like him. Jean who was thinking of Issei, and yeah she felt jealousy for no reason, and Kyoheim now felt more interested in the subject. But, asked all. Senpai how to say it, he is not like other masters you typical knew, he isn't someone you can read nor mess with, and I saw him in a face you could say make me scared. Scared how? Senpai was how do I say it had an aura so dark felt was a toxic field of view, he once erased a corrupted servant from existence. All was now shocked how powerful was Issei to erase a existence, how what was he? What is he Mash? Asked Kyo. Well from Issei Senpai said he is an evil demon dragon god. This revelation Kyoheim and Elizabeth an evil demon dragon god, now this is new to see this combination. Wow another dragon, but why I didn't sense it. Senpai is very talented to mask his appearance, even we can't sense him no matter what we do. But why evil? Is he evil or is it a title? I don't know really. Senpai may look scary but he is caring and I may have kissed Senpai at the lips once. Now all was goosebump. Mash did what, let's just say everyone had expression, say how bold. Jean however had a cup was near to break, but then she hears something make her had a expression, oh hell no. I'm not the first one in Senpai life. He said he comes from a world that Age of Gods still exists and he had a charm. This was the last strike for all the girls who heard it. A charm, so he has many girls? Asked Marie was now astonished. In her time many Nobel had a MS or two, so it wasn't that different. Well if you think about a dragon had this polygamous nature, the more powerful they are the more women will notice. Said Kyoheim was now interested. Now this you don't hear every day. In Jean's mind she hear this was now in a dilemma, in first she was jealous and now she was happy. Okay that was scary. You all take it normally. Nothing normal in life Mash, we always accept the unexpected, so you're in his HM now. Well I don't know yet. Senpai was in shocked from Mai and with Olga-san too. Wait another one, seems you have competition Mash. Don't say that, it sound weird. Ah. Everyone become to laugh, then Jean want to change the subject. How about you Marie? Well since you asked, let me tell you, once upon time I was a little girl who first known love at age of 6. My first ever love was a year older than me. The two of us met at a concert of Shunbrin, maybe it was in purpose. He was shy, he fall flat on his face. I give him my hand to hold it to lift up from the dirt with sparkle eyes, and he said, thank you lovely lady, if an appealing women like isn't promised married yet, will you allow me be the first? That the first, he said that the first time I felt my heart beat fast. So what happened to him after that? Apart from that nothing, years go by and I got married, although you all met him. Now everyone was wondering who and when. Wait. You mean? Haha waya. Another POV. Oh quite the impressive. This is a quist luxury. How thoughtful is like in the past, how Maria and I had in the past. Maria is it? Well that I was calling her in my human life. A beef and tomato stew covered in river fish white sauce. There no tomatoes in this time PRD, so were they brought by Chaldea. It looks a little old-fashioned but it seems tasty. Doesn't it? Well certainly does, but. Issei, then the girl looking at him, and Amadeus. Something wrong girl? Asked Amadeus. He see the girl have a smile grin, then he look at Maria. He I may have told them. What even the Shunbrun? Time skip. After eating food and listened to some music, Issei was sitting on grass thinking about something, then Mash came. So you're here? Well I ate large quantities of food, I need a walk once in a while. We haven't had a chance to rest since we got here, have we? You know Mash, see this up close for me, it was a dream come true. You know I always loved this sequence the way I read it, I just hope nothing change out of context. Were we a good context people to read and see? You could say that many like this series as people don't want to admit the grand order. What a joy, I mean this world part of many timelines. So in other we may not meet. I suppose so. In normal circumstances they would, someone other than me would be the protagonist of this story, but it seems in this timeline he isn't here. Who is he? He is Fujimaru Ritsuka. That would have been your MSTR in normal timeline, but it seems this timeline he isn't here. Was he good? Well, he was like that, always trying to be a big help even as NCU, or his magic wasn't this impressive, but he wanted to go even beyond. He was a goofy, don't mind me, but he has his ways. Seems he was trying his best. Indeed, it seems you had fun, Mashu. You're more commentary than ever. It's just after meeting many people and how they talk and act, it's weird, but also it's refreshing. But today was. I know. Mash looked at him. You had a fun day, isn't it? Said Issei with a smile. In that, Mash, who had a flush face, also smiled. It was. After that, the group was discussing the plan, how much the group will be split in 2-4 from each side and direction. Another POV, a man with dark hair who was walking barely with BLD coming from him. Sing, sing, listen, listen to my song. But he was stopped. How pathetic. It seems the dragon which has made a number on you, your core has been damaged. Even signing is also giving you pain. The more you sing, it shouldn't be like that. Be at ease. Second-class assassin of Phantom of Opera. In that, the black hair man was now the ground with no head. What an excellent third-class assassin, Monsieur de Paris. Of course my life is for that purpose. Find the dragon slayer, and if you see the rats, kill them also. I must thank you. The thing will help to polish my skills even further, and most importantly to meet her once again. Yes, I am looking forward to your results at the Sanson House. 4th executioner, Monsieur de Paris, true name Charles Henry Sanson. The man who lopped the neck of Queen Marie Antoinette. Chapter 36, Singularity 2 Part 4. After splitting up for two groups, Issei, Amadeus, Mash, Kyoheim was now on top of a hill, and seeing the city was appealing. It's a sight, the town of theirs. Samish. It's been few days since we split apart. Hope they be okay, but hey, we made it. Said Issei, who is sitting on the ground. We still got Fafnir to worry about. Hope the dragon slayer's still there. Shall we take a break? My feet killing me from walking. I agree, we need to make contact with Maria and others. Speaking of Maria, you said something about her earlier, Amadeus. About what? About Miss Maria. Oh, did I? Well, this isn't a story about me and Maria. This is the history about her life and how she ruled and got her end by her people. A little backstory about Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette, or what she known in Germany as Maria Antonia, she married for 7 years after meeting Mozart. At age of 14, her partner, none other than future King Louis XVI. It was a political marriage that awaited her after becoming a queen. Was a glimmering life at Versailles. It was a battle of conspiracy, disagreement, and surging loneliness. Despite the fact there was a political marriage, Maria cared for her husband. They were blessed with a kid. Let's just say her life filled with happiness as loyalty. Her life with work for her citizens during famine. She cut the cost of the royal court and plead for assistance and donations from the nobles. But that didn't reach the people. In the frenzy of revolution, just like in modern times, a demagogue railed up the people anger. They lead her to the gallows. Her son Louis Charles was beaten until killed at the end. The death of her family caused her heart to be dark and cast aside of the youngest daughter, Marie Therese. She had lost everything at the hand of the people, yet her feeling toward the people wasn't sadness, grief, or anger, but happy with hope in her eyes. Short story end. That was sad. If I was there, I would burn the crowds and rescue them. Kyoheim has a dark aura surrounding her. I appreciate your camaraderie. That would cause more problems. So then how do you think about it? You said you want to hear the story. Well, thanks for sharing the story. She seems like a good person, but life wasn't kind to her after all of those things happened. She wanted to protect France. Well, she was like from before all happened to her. It could be those don't feel real to her. Saying that amazing person, I wonder, I don't know really myself. Jean party. I'm so exhausted. Hey Marie, bring your carriage. Said Elizabeth, whining like a child. Not gonna happen, Eli. As you know, we are in the forest, and it will be stuck by how many trees are there. Also, servants don't get exhausted, right? My brain is exhausted. I have been walking too much and get bored. Really, now you don't have anyone to compete with you except Kyoheim. What shall we do, Gino? Asking Marie. See a troubled Jean thinking about something. Jean. Said Marie, jump scare Jean. Ah, sorry, I was thinking about something. About the dragon witch. Yes, I truly don't feel any of it. Her words, her hatred, I don't feel any. After some second, Marie says, yes, you truly are appealing, Jean. Why would you say that, and don't make that face? No, it's the truth, because if I were you, I would have accepted her words. The word of the dragon which the other me. Marie. I say about 90% I don't hate the people who executed me, but I can't say for the last 10% I might say I hate those people who killed my child Charles, even if it is a little that why I can understand it. Curse the France, 1,000 years of war, a 1,000 years of starvation, even that far, but you aren't like that, Jean. You love your people also, don't you? Jean, who listens to this, had a smile. I love them, I hold them dearly, no way I could resent them. If that the case. Before she can continue, Elizabeth intervene. Jean, I can see at the town called Montlucan, right? Time skip. You found the dragon slayer. Asked Issei. Yes, it seems they take refuge in Montlucan. So more servant. I'll take it from here, said a man with large hair and wearing armor. Nice to meet you, the M-star of the future. I'm writer, true name Georgies. Nice knowing you too. I'm Issei Voldigode. Tell me about the dragon slayer. Right, Siegfried is right here, but it may be easier to show you. He was in lion, but he caught up with the dragon with subordinate and caught inflicted with a terrible wounds. Mash hold her mouth. Issei, see this can tell Diamin he really take a punch. Siegfried, I'm sorry, greetings you in this state. Are these curses? Yes, that would be correct, it is a curse. Then Georgie interrupt. Multiple curses have been cast at him. Until these curses are lifted, he will not have the ability to wield the Dragon Slayer sword or fight normally. Okay then, Jean, I suppose you and George able to lift the curse. That right, Mst, or it should be taken time for it to be lifted. Issei senses something. He lowers his energy to its lowest and Amadeus becomes to warn them. They hide behind some bush and see Fafnir flying with troops with him. It's gone. Yes, it seems they going to burn so village nearby. Wait, the direction is a little from Orleans, doctor. We have predict the route of the dragons they're going to. The town where Jean group is Montlucan. Jean POV. Everyone was evacuated to the civilian in the city. It isn't safe because of the incoming threat. They want to try to hold off the attacker, but then Marie had the idea of fighting alone to give her team some time to flee. Of course, they didn't like the idea, but she told them it's the only way. Jean tried to persuade her, but she hugged and told her this. Stay strong to see me off, that what means for us girls to be friends, right? After some tears they relent, let her fight. Now she was in the battlefield. A horde of dragon is coming. She see a silhouette of a servant. She didn't recognize it at first, but after he comes closer she remembered him. Bin ages, your highness. Chrleshyn. I wanted to meet you with your neck as white snow. To think you were summoned, also the irony, and look at you, you stink of BLD, you have killed many. I apologize, this was for you, it was also so I could to chop off your head once again. He swung his huge machete to cut her head. She tried to use her singing, but she stopped by his words. I'm honored to hear your voice, but she ends up with a stomach wound. Ah! Screamed Marie from the pain. If it is possible, if you can stop resisting and accept your fate, I don't want you to feel pain. In the art of execution is settled by debt or sin, that why the executioner must give more pain for the sinners. For an executioner it's a natural thought, not rules, so I want to aim beyond that. INTHEWORLDTHEPLSUREINTIIWOULDMAKHIM During my life my greatest beheading was yours, that why I meet you to confirm it. How was my beheading you? DIDYOUREHESILAMX. And the battle have began. Normal POV. Issei and rest was riding horses going to where Jean party and Amadeus becomes to speak. This will take time, we wouldn't reach her in time. What are you implying, Amadeus? Then Kyoheim has her fan in front of Amadeus' face. Say the wrong word and I will incinerate you. Said Kyoheim threateningly. You liked Marie, didn't you? I have no longer the passion for her, it was an important fork in my life. Liar. Said Issei internally. After she was material in this world, she joined me immediately. She was a little happy that this holy grail was wrapped like this. Our existence in this world wasn't to fight each other or want the grail to grant us a wish. We didn't need it. We were summoned here to protect the people. Life this time for sure she will protect her people and the country she loved, doing the right thing the right way. That right, she promised that she will die differently, not like her first. Said Mash continue his words. I wonder would Marie do the same choice if she knew what would happen. Then Kyoheim closed her fan. That quite sad when there no love, not at all, there was affection there. Issei had enough listening this time to speak. I think it's time to stop the fake talk, Amadeus, said Issei with his dragonic voice. Make everyone looked at him. Believe me, your lies have been on my nerves for the last time. Stop lying to yourself because it becomes annoying to watching you say something but your heart say other things. Do you think I believe this, Siri? Are you even believe your own words? Issei voice that been heard make Amadeus take aback from it. Why now? Why his heart aches? Amadeus don't ever forgets that you still have to play her the piano you promised her when you both kids, so you will do it if you like it or not. You say we will see her again. I'm not saying, I'm telling you what would happen, so stop acting like a PP. Issei words hit Amadeus like lightning. He was now see the error in his words. His heart say something else. You're right, I'm such a fool. Good, now you understand, let us go even faster. Issei then kicks the horse lightly for it to run and the rest follow. Marie Pinot v. Henry was in his mind thinking about his victims he killed. Asked him why is he doing this and he say nothing. He say he loved to kill and kill even more. BUTWHYICNTCUTITOFF. TKSTIMEIWLCUTITOFF. IMUSTCUTTQINDOFF. Why I can't cut your head, tell me. Haven't you guessed it before? You couldn't, because off the people you killed, because how BLD you have spiled have made the blade rust. Have you forget when you were the executioner you always gave a quick death, don't want to prolong your victim's suffering, but look what have you become, a shell of your former self. You become the thing you hate. In that Henry snapped. You're wrong, Nobel Phantasm released. I always believed that I would be able to meet you, that why I kept improving, because if I didn't, if I, death as hope for tomorrow, Lambert a spoiler, hope of death. Then tentacles of arms trying to catch Marie, but she summoned stone horses to ride and defend her. She trying to think what to do. She see the castle where she was in the past as queen still the same, and see the people trying to run away. Then she have her head straight, she will do the right thing. Nobel Phantasm glory of the crown of lilies guillotine breaker. Marie used her Nobel Phantasm and pierced Henry's body. His left side was damaged. If I had become a better at beheading, if I could give you even better moment, I thought that you would be able to forgive me. You're so misguided and sad. I wasn't mad at you. I have forgive you ages ago in the first place. There no need for forgiveness. Henry become to cry loudly until the witch came. By the power of the command spells, I ordered you assassin to return to the castle. In that Henry disappeared. A command spell, the highest authority to control a servant one can use on them. Also you quite slow to come here, Dragon Witch. The other me was able to flee. How gross. Not that a bad thing, she still have hope. Oh, how absurd, protecting people and village. What a insignificant you, Count Conard, carried away with. They're none other the people who killed you. How can you still save them, tell me? Screamed Jalter, still not understanding. Yes, I can understand this, the hate, the rage of this, but this exactly why Jeanne d'Arc would never say those things. Those words stunned Jalter. I remember all of it, the people who asked me to become queen to rule them, after that killing me after I didn't that much for them, but that wouldn't change me to kill them. That is the fate for serving the country you love. I believe my death have made many have smile on their faces. That why. Always vive la France, the stars have granted France its radiance, and all is as it should be. Of this I'm confident, Dragon Witch. What in the world are you? Shut up. Then Fafnir was summoning flames to incinerate Marie, but she have a last trick up to her sleeves. Second Noble Phantasm release. For Eternity Crystal Palace, the lovable brilliance. A second Noble Phantasm. Said Jeanne, shocked seeing the castle being consumed by crystal. But without ems you can't hold it for long. That will not change anything. You will dies, and then I will go to my other self. The dragon begin to shoot his flames and Marie become to glow. Goodbye, Jeanne, I'm glad I have met you, the one friend who died to defend France. Just for that I would laid my life for, like the stars, like the flower, just like a ephemeral dream. This is a servant, this is the way of Marie Antoinette. After she finished her words, she felt a hand on her arm. She turned and saw Issei behind her, surprising her. He just simply put his 2 fingers on his forehead in that both disappear after Fafnir burned everything. Jeanne, who stood there, grits her teeth. There was destruction she loved, but there was no people burning nor dead people, and that what make her even mad. Issei then was walking in the forest and with Jeanne and her party, and see other servant helping Siegfried, and he saw Amadeus sad. Why are you crying? I'm not. Yes, you are. You already know why I ask. Because you're crying for no reason. Then Amadeus turned at him angry. No reason you forget what happened. Keep your voice down. What if I don't? If you lay a hand I will not forgive you. Amadeus hear a voice make him turn and see Marie standing there. You how? Well, you have to thank Issei for it. How? I'm a god forgot. Issei then brought everyone attention. They turn their faces and they don't believe what they saw. Marie's still there. They go and hug her while some crying. Okay, calm down all. But we taught you gone. Well, you have to thank Issei for it. They turn and hug him, also Jean from his back and Kyoheim from front and his head. They thank him. Issei was smiling. See, their smile was good thing for him. In all the darkness there always will be light. Well, come back soon. We came back. Jalter PV after thinking she defeat Marie. Jalter sitting on her throne thinking what to do until her servant have come. It seems some of you have changed drastically, but I don't care. Your orders are still the same, that is. Before she continues, she remembered Marie's speech. Just who is the real you? In that her eyes widened for some second until she heard Rice's voice. Jean. It's nothing. Slaughter everything you find, no more mercy. Issei Povise was now in the battlefield with the other dragons surrounding them. Incoming servants. In those servant appears some who saw them knew them except the last one that Issei knew who he is. It seems the game have began. But they intercept them and they split in two. Issei then sends incoming attack. He activate Helix shield to deflect the three other servant. That was Vlad III, Chevalier Dion and Atlanta. There no need to be suspicious. Dragon Slayer, despite killing many people, she become like this after her queen died. You mean me? Said Marie, who was peeking her head from behind Sieg, shocking all the saber servant on her knees, crying seeing her queen still alive. You alive? I'm happy. Oh, don't be like that. I don't hate you. I know you are forced to do things against you, so don't worry. I wish that would be the same. I can't control my body, so please my queen, please kill me. Said Chevalier, who sprint at her. Marie had a sadness in her eyes and summoned her horse made of crystal to end Chevalier life once and for all. The horse used its horn to pierce the heart, make Chevalier puke BLD, but it had a smile. She become to disappear. She said her last words. I'm sorry my queen, and thanking that she disappear to the void. Now there's still Vlad and Atlanta. Issei stand there. His command seals was shining red. Saber. As you wish, I will stop them with my Nobel phantasm. But in the same time Atlanta activa hers also. Bow of dark heavens, Tarapalos, lord of execution, Kazakili Bay. Black lightning shines from her bow, charging to shoot. Sieg become to channel his sword. He opens his eyes as wide as he remembers Issei talk about forming a contract with both with them. Filling the wicked dragon, the sun now sets through the world. I will fight with my own will and cut you down. Phantasm long sword sky down feller, Bahamut. After finishing a huge light emerge, all who see it become to blind from it. Atlanta see it and feel relieved, and Vlad have a smile. After the show the light down, they both was eliminated. Now it was a battle between Amadeus and Assassin, who isn't in his stable self. He felt pity for him. He was saying Marie like a madman. Marie emerge make him more crazier than ever. She see him was broken mess. They both used their noble phantasm to end his suffering. He was now on his knees, lies defeated, but had a smile. He is freed from this cage and this vile magic. Now it was the Ahem, the big guy with armor. Issei knew this one will not go without a fight. Before do anything, Fafnir appeared and took him from earth and throw to the ground where there's allies soldier. He become to massacre them. Issei see this have a tired sigh. Tiamat, you're ready. Finally some actions. I want to battle Fafnir. I want to know the difference between us. As you wish. Now all were in front of horde of dragon and Sir Lancelot in berserk, and Jalter appears also. Gate card set. Issei threw a card in the ground. It become illuminated the ground. Everyone see this, don't understand what he do. Bakugan brawl. Then a small ball thrown at the battlefield. Then it open herself, eyes shine and blue glow appear, make it grow bigger and shape change. Bakugan stand rise chaos karma dragon. Ruarer. Scream the dragon, make the small dragon shivers. Senpai, what is this? Oh, this is my friend, meet Tia, the Chaos Karma Dragon, one of 5 dragon kings in my world. All was in awe of this dragon. This battle will be legendary. Ability activate Blaze Dragon. In that Tia become to shoot blue flames at Fafnir that he counteract with his flames. Both was not going down without a fight. So it seems you can fight well, but don't be hasty. Double ability activate Azure Crystal plus Aqua Vortex. In that Tia have materialized a huge blue tornado and blue crystal became to shoot itself at Fafnir who tried to dodge but failed to do so. It became to him feel dizzy. Those crystals have freezing effect. Fafnir don't stand there, fight. Jalter ordered him. She used a command seal to make Fafnir more angrier. He used his wing to go to the skies. Tia launched herself at him. He used his dark flames to hurt her but it was futile. Seek your turn to move. I want you to aid Tia in this. When the moment path eliminate Fafnir. As you wish, Mstr. Senpai, what about the shield guy? Issei return his eyes to Lancelot. I will take care of him. But he is dangerous. He wiped a lot of people. Even with us he is stronger. Mash, trust me in this. He will be defeated. I want you know to listen to me. Those small dragons will be a problem, so I want you to help the other to defeat them. Please let me fight this one. Said Issei in firm voice. Make Mash watery eyes, but she removed them and now she was serious. Then please don't die on me. Haha, don't worry, I will not. Jean, I will let you deal with your other self. You can do that. As you wish, Mst. Or do you need any assistance? Negative, he all mine. Hey Berserker. The Berserker turn and Issei, he was angry, spiting the word Arthur. You really are a fool, Lancelot. Are you still angry because Artoria didn't punish you? This word make Lancelot even angrier. HHHR, well it seems talking is futile, but oh well, I tried. If you don't want listen to my words, then let me show you. Issei raise his hand, a pocket dimensions opens and Issei take a sword from it, but to all who saw this was surprised. Even Lancelot see it have take a step back. The sword that Issei have brought was the sword of lights and justice and hope of humanity, Excalibur. Issei then become to glow golden. The sword is answering it. Will all saw this take a step back. Lancelot would attack him but a chain came and hold him still. X. You're Caliba. Shout Issei release the power Excalibur that shadows all of people's sight from it. After it gone they see Berserker who was defeated gone disappeared. Jalter and Jean see this, a man who have a sacred sword and know it's Excalibur. Then Issei said. Gate card open. Ring 0. In that Fafnir stuck in mid-air can't move. Why can't he move? Damn it. Ring 0, it's a command card that freezing the designate enemy in that is Fafnir. Now Saber, use your Nobel Phantasm and Tia end this fight. Both nodded and unleashed everything, eliminated Fafnir. Now it was only Jalter and Jean. Both become to fight each other. Both was equal in power, but it seems Jalter was getting weaker in every blow. Why her other self is strong. You still want to fight? I taught you want to kill me, Dragon Witch. Just shut up, I will kill you and burn France and the world. Haven't you had enough? You burned France, the people, even mother. Jalter have a wide eyes. She did what? After mention the word mother, a chord was broken in Jean head. What she looks at her hand, why what she feels this, it doesn't make any sense. Before anything she disappear but she say a word before it. Gilly. This was heard from Jean, didn't understand why she said his name, but thinking about it, it was making a sense. Jalter wasn't just a copy of her, she was created by the Grail by using a wish, and who the culprit in this? Gilly de Rice. In the thrones have Gilly carry Jalter body. You fight well, Jean, you could sleep well. Are you sure? I want to burn France. Don't worry, I will take care of it. Okay, I trust you. In that Jalter disappear and what comes from it was the Grail itself. Time skip. After reaching the throne room they were in front of Gilly de Rice, who told him why he want to resurrect Jean and how the dragon which was born. Jean tried to persuade him but that didn't help. He was so blind from revenge it taken his humanity of him. He wasn't the same man Jean knew. Then he become to use the Grail. He have become a monstrosity, want to eliminate the whole world. Issei just side use Gatum to teleport everyone from there. Well then Jean, it seems we need to eliminate him for the singularity to be restored. I know that, sir, it's just I don't feel anything what happened to me or him, but I feel guilty for the children that were sacrificed. In war nothing is true, everything permissible, that what have become to world that rules by the corruption. It can make the kindness heart to be swayed by darkness. It will take sacrifice, a huge will to do the right thing. Jean, are you ready to do it? Are you ready to answer the call? Issei word was like a poem in Jean head. He was right. In war everything can happen. In this there no right nor wrong, but the guilt will remains. I know and I will do it. Issei then have a smile. Then let us begin. He came. Issei and everyone look at the sky, see Gilly in his monstrosity form who is blinded by revenge. He become to attack them. Issei use chains of heaven to bind him from moving. Sieg use Bamung but the beach regenerate. Jean who is coming close wanna go to the core of the everything. Gilly himself to end this. A tentacle would attack her but Kyoheim use her flames to burn it. To see he use the Amaterasu and burn the tentacles. It didn't regenerate, it was ravaging Gilly body. The black flames that don't go before the target dies. Jean try to pressure Gilly to give up but he still don't listen. Then Jean had no choice and use her second Nobel Phantasm to end it. Second Nobel Phantasm release Lapucusal, the Crimson Saint. Jean summoned the sword of Saint Catherine to incinerate everything. Gilly see this wanted to stop her. Issei see this know what will happen. He knows she will be succeed but to make her safer he use a barrier to protect her from it. A light shine blind most. After that they see Jean who lost Konsuix but she wake up and see Gilly burning. At last I saved you. Jean live long. In that Gilly de Rice dies. Jean see this was sad, her friend died but this war have ended and people are saved but at what price? After all finished some heroic spirit begin to leave. Marie want to stay so Amadeus want to tag along. Jean also Kyoheim and Elizabeth because those twin love to but hate each other. Issei then see Jean sitting alone. You okay? I don't know Esther, many things happened and I feel empty. It's normal, strong things demand strong wills. Tell me Issei, does the pain stop? No it don't but it can lessen and be a lesson for us to learn from it. I almost forgot. Issei then snap his finger. Jean mother appears. She see her girl down. She hugged her tightly. Issei left the two to talk a little. Minutes later. So Romani, the time comes to leave. Yes, the restoration is gonna begin. It best to prepare yourself. Okay. After all of this Issei tell Jean it's time to leave. She hugged her mother for the last time and give her a farewell. The mother asked Issei to take care of her. Issei just smile and said he will. In that all become to disappear and they returned to Chaldea. It was a long day. Issei felt good he would have a time to take a nap. He was in his room after the fuss in the Chaldea office but a magic circle appear in his ear. Sup AZ. So Issei, been a while, how your mission? Good so far too. Holy Grail is secure. So wait, you fighting in Singularity, that would be big. Tell me about it but I can say it was worth it. Him getting stronger by the minute. How the girls? They're fine, asking about you and whatnot. Nothing much. The orc is how you left it and Rias is asking where were you since your evil piece isn't working. Like I care about the proif hair wants pathetic. Yeah. Something wrong? No, it's not about her but something else. Like what? But don't be sad. Azazel, I'm telling you. What is it? Akira Toriyama-sensei. What about him? Issei was now feeling ill in his stomach already. Have passed away of old age. Like this world has hitting Issei like a bolt of lightning. It was like hell fell on him. He sat on his bed with a gloomy look. Issei, you there? Yes. I know it painful but that how life goes. Still I don't believe is gone. Sorry kid. I will speak to you later. Okay, be safe and Raynar sending kisses for you. Tell her I'm also. In that the magic circle disappear. In that Mash enter the room. See Issei in gloomy look. She didn't understand what happened. She sit next to him. Senpai, something wrong? Why are you sad? Issei didn't answer. He just take Mash and hug her on the bed. She was flustered by Issei action but she can see he was sad. She didn't ask what happened. She hugged him back and both fall asleep holding each other. Goodbye Toriyama-sensei, you will be missed, the last thing Issei said before fall to sleep. See you next chapter. Chapter 37. Wake up to reality. Issei, who in his dreams walked in the field with many rose sprouts. He felt at peace there, no annoyance, no anything, but then he stopped. He felt something. He turned his face and see fire all over, a fire so great the field burned to the ground. He looked up and see Drake there. Oi Drake, I was relaxing man. Sorry about it, my partner just wants to see what you're doing. No thanks to you, but yeah, after what Azazel told me I felt numb, but the again it's life, people will gone someday. He is now in better place. So what next? Will we hit the next singularity or what? Well, I don't know really. It would take time for it, maybe a week at most. I think it would be Emperor Nero time. Emperor of Rome. Huh, by the way, you gotta wake up soon, it's sunrise. Already DMN, but oh well, later Drake. Later partner. Outside dream. Issei open his eyes, feel rejuvenate, but he felt something on top of him when he see what it was. His face turned red. Mash was there sleeping on him. She seems peaceful. He strokes her hair, lovely, that make her open her eyes slowly. Good morning senpai. Good morning, Mash, it seems you slept well. Mash hearing this had her face red from embarrassment. Well, It's okay, it's my fault, I was sad yesterday, thank you for staying beside me. Of course, senpai, whatever you want, but why were you sad? Said Mash with worried expression. Nothing, I just had an intel that someone I'm fan of his work passed away. I'm sorry to ask. No, it's okay, Mash, it's gonna be human life is short, well, let us go to eat, I'm starving. Yes. Time skip. Issei was making breakfast while people at the table waiting. After a while, Issei bring the food. Bon appetit. Everyone looked at the food, was none believe what they see, they become to take a bite and it was like boom goes off. Delicious. Screamed the girls, the food was delicious, the men eating was enjoying every taste, this was better than any rations. Well, hoped you enjoy your time. Issei become to eat and enjoy his time, but then he see a spawn in front of his face. Issei say ah. It was Olga who said it in more feminine voice. Issei see this felt like in a dream, but he knew it's reality. He opened his mouth and let himself be fed by her. It was weird to be fed by someone, but he didn't like it. Every girl in the vicinity felt jealousy from Olga, hell even Mash, so they did what she was doing. Even Jean Dark also did, but she was so embraced. Also Issei was enjoying C with his eyes, so he did the opposite, become to feed them also. That was K.O. for them, Romani and the rest. See, this was whistling, seeing Issei being popular with the ladies even with heroic spirits. After eating, Issei was doing the dishes, Kyoheim was helping him with the rest doing their things, but something happened. Issei stopped what is doing and felt irritated. No, it was beyond irritation, he didn't felt like this until he used the angel's staff last time. Issei just stopped what is doing. Everyone was puzzled what's happening. In that Issei raise his arm, a staff appears. Issei put his left eye in front the circle that become to glow green. Everyone see this now, asking themselves what Issei is doing and why he seems irritated, but soon he had a smile. No, it was not a normal smile. Then he peek and more and see something he didn't think was right. It seems the singularity can wait for now. Senpai, something wrong? No, nothing, Romani. Yeah. The next singularity can wait for now if you don't have a problem, and I want to summon another servant if you don't have a problem. Now everyone was wondering what happens. In one moment he was fine, but now he feel different. Okay, as you wish, but aren't gonna fill us on what happening. You will see it's not a huge problem, but I think there was a breach between two world. A breach? Let's just say you will be surprised of what you gonna see. Time skip. Issei was now in front the summoning chamber. Okay, everything set, power is right, let the summoning begin. Said Da Vinci, in that the room become to illuminated by a glow. After mere seconds the machine stopped, and servant was summoned. Everyone saw this, was surprised, of whom even Jean. It was Jean Dark Alter, servant Avenger Jean Dark Alter is here. I want to ask, are you my MS tier? Said Jalter in a cold voice. Yeah, it's me, I'm Issei Voldigode, your NCU, or I hope I can count on you for helping me to victory. As you wish, MSTR. Then she looks in every direction until she meets her other self. So we meet again, other me. Yeah, that it seems, I hope you can work with us. She tried to do a handshake, but Jalter being Jalter just walked away. Don't worry, she isn't that bad when you know her, even in her dark shell she is a good heart. Said Issei, patting Jean's head that seems to have sealed the deal. Jean enjoying it. Now for our problem, it's not something strong, but I need some servant to just hold the line, because let's just say one from other world had fallen to another. But why that's bad? Asked Mash, didn't seems to understand. It means when one fall, that means other will falls behind. It would be catastrophic. Just think about if evil of a world power so great fallen in peaceful world. Now do you see what I am saying? All of them nods. From what I have seen, a servant of this verse have fallen there. Now that everyone had a gap. Oh sorry, I mean not yet, servant fallen in seems in alternate timeline of my world. Issei see their expression telling they didn't understand it. Issei just sighed. Okay, let me make it simple, think this world as a tree and every branch of it's a separate timeline. Issei made a hologram. In every branch had different outcome and different fate from others. You all with me, right? All nodes. Okay, let's say someone fall from one of this branch to another branch from other world, that what it called a breach, but it seems it happened naturally, so there no any timeline splinter. So someone fallen in other world, so they got ice sky. Well, not completely, the subject didn't reborn, but fall like he, or I mean she did. Who's she? Why ruin the surprise now? I will ask for some to come. With me I would deal with this myself, but it's better be safe than sorry, so Mash, Jean, Jalter, Kyoheim, you will join me in this small trip. Think about it like blowing some steam, but be prepared just in case. The servants nod. Romani, I will let you scan for anything out the order if there any other servant have fallen out. All right. Okay then, but how will you go there? Simple gate. In that a huge portal opened. Everyone see it was goosebump from it. Well then let's go, but I remind you this isn't a singularity, so if people are killed it means game over, there no do-over, but if someone do something unpleasant you can neutralize the subject or burn them lightly but slowly, not killing them. I meant Jalter. Jalter hear her name just nod. But first, Issei snaps his finger and he clothes changed. What with the get-up mstr? Asked Jalter. Just to have a little fun, huh? Issei's voice changed as Madara made everyone sweat from it. They felt cold down their spine. And please call me Madara when we get there. I want those who see who I am later. Jalter just nods. It seems she and her emsteer will go along very well. Okay then, let's go team, move out. In that all enter the portal. DXDX fate. A portal opened in a battlefield in the underworld. Angels, devils and fallen angels trying to stop the peace summit between three factions. Issei and his team walking normally in the battlefield like nothing happens. Many see them, think them as enemies, begin to attack them, but all was set on fire by both Kyoheim and Jalter, while Jean was leading in the front lines with her banners, stab many enemies as she can, and Mash giving her maximum support, and Issei, well, he let loose. Many enemies were defeated, but then they saw white and red clashing with each other, and what Issei heard, well, he knew what it was. Take this valley, said Ise2, hit valley with his fist, crashing his balance breaker. Well, you become powerful, but it's not over yet. Valley balance breaker activates once again. Damn it, not again. I think it's time for the big guns, I who shall a whack. But before he can continue, he lost concussions. All of the three factions see this. They don't understand what happened, but then they see strangers. Sorry for interpretation, but if I have to wait I would sleep from this, said Issei, Toby voice nonchalant. Who are you? Asked Issei, too, but when he looked at the person's eyes that were red and the other purple, it scared him. You can call me Uchiha Madara, and I come here just to see the strongest person here, but as I see you all weak. It's a big words coming from a masked man, said Azazel with playfulness. What do you know about it, Governor of the Fallen Angel Azazel? You just someone who hate paperwork and love booze like no tomorrow, and with hidden corn stash. The masked man said, make Azazel falter. This man know him, and it's scary. Are you a friend or a foe? Asked Surzex. Good question, don't know really. I mean, I was seeking someone strong to fight, but you three are weak for me, so it's not even worth it. All three leaders had vein on top their heads. Okay, the stranger called them weak, how dare he, but then looking at his eyes there, an aura just felt like death itself. Then why are you here? Are you with the Chaos Brigade? Please don't compare with those insects, they're just bunch of fools, and your responsibility not mine. After all, they are weak like you all, not even interested. Okay, now Issei was stepping boundaries. How dare you talk to this my brother? Said the redhead who herself. Issei saw her really want to end her. He hate Rias Gremory, but then again it's not his world to act on its behalf. Like you any better, red hair of the Gremory family, you just a spoiled brat who always behind her brother, always think yourself as something mighty, but in the end you just a weak women, so weak you didn't train, so weak you get your peerages. What do you mean? Asked Surzex. He didn't understand what the masked man was saying. Oh, you didn't knew? Let's say your sister always get what she asked for, like how she got her peerage first, Barkeel daughter after her mother death, and Kuroka sister, and the defective of the holy sword projected Daphmir who can't use his powers, and last not least a pervert who love women brst than his own life, but I can't fault him in that he have taste. All who heard this was bewildered of his knowledge, even in the peerage was asking themselves how he knows them, but Issei was surprised by the masked man word. He didn't belittle like others. This feel weird. I mean, didn't all ask yourself how Rias found all of you? Tell me this, Issei Hayadu. When saying Hayadu with such hostility, Issei felt the hate the masked man had. Was this hate against him or his family name? Don't you think your being devil was planned? In that Issei, too, was shocked from the masked man said. What do you mean? Issei, too, was now under mental breakdown. The feeling he will not like the masked man will say. Does the name Yama Amano ring any bells? Issei, too, just froze. How do you know her? Oh, so you know her. Tell me this. Don't you think Rias saving you after Yama stabbing you with light spear a mere coincidence? Issei, too, was under pressure. He was use his brain as much he can. All his emotions was going haywall. No, you're wrong. Rias saved me. Saved you? Tell me this. How did she appears? Then tell me this. Before your date didn't you get a card? In that Issei, too, froze. His memory resurface. He remembers the card that was given to him by the Rias familiar. It can't be this. Please Issei, don't listen to him. He is lying. What would be Issei? Hide. Will you listen to me or the girl you promised to protect? Tell me this Issei. Will you be a wimp and listen to her lies or listen to the truth? What truth? That Rias Gremory knew you will be going to the date and she knew you will die heartbroken and revive and act as a savior. Issei, too, hears this. His mind shot off and all who heard this giving Rias a mad expression. She tries to say no but all go to deaf ears, but the only thing she didn't heal was your trauma. In that Issei, too, fell down. Tears streak from his eyes. All he did was an illusion. Was everything he did was gone for nothing. What do you mean? Asked Azazel. Azazel, you should know the term PTSD, right? Azazel nod. He knows. Understand. You Issei Haidu are still seeing the girl everywhere. Every time you close your eyes, every time you sleep, every time when you see the girls being more affectionate, you still have fear. You shadow that fear with your perverted attitude. Tell me, am I right? Now all has feel sorry for Issei. Hell, even the servant to see this version of their emster was used. This was uncomfortable. How do you know all of this? I'm a supernatural creatures knowing thing. It's easy for me, but going back to main problem, I come here to fight to powerful creature here, but it seems he or she are coward. Who you call coward? Issei turned his face and saw the one he was waiting for. Artoria Pentagon, the Lion King. Finally girls, you know what to do. Hi emissary. In that all servants stand guard between the factions and Issei and Artoria. So you finally show up, Artoria. Who are you? Who me isn't important now is what's, but you can call me Uchiha Madara. Finally I found you. You speak like you know me. Who wouldn't know about the Lion King? Artoria was shocked by this masked man about how he knows her. You know about my title? Of course, Artoria Pentagon, daughter of Earther and stepsister of Morgan Le Fay, bearer of true Excalibur and Holy Lance. Rangaminiad. Now Artoria was intrigued by this masked man. How he knows her this much is beyond her. I'm very surprised you know this much about me, Madara, or is it your name? Who knows really, but why not begin the action? I was waiting to fight the real deal after so much time, but first let's change the scenes a little. I am the bone of my sword. A blue glow surrounded Issei's body. Everyone see the earth become to shake. Unknown to death nor to life. Artoria, there come a time you will feel wanted and loved, so better treasure that. Artoria hear this didn't understand what he meant by that. Unlimited blade works. In that everything gone and everyone inside a reality marble, everyone who have their sight back all where they are. Everyone can feel death and tragedy in this place. Welcome to my reality marble. In here we can fight to our heart's content, so let us begin. I taught you, never asked. Issei then sprint at Artoria, summoning two blade, and Artoria become to defend herself with her lance. She can feel the pressure of his strength and aura around him. Both their weapons clash together in an intensity no one seen nor saw. Then Artoria rebel Issei attack send him flying couple of meters back, but Issei isn't finished yet. It's still early. Come on, is this all Artoria? Where is the Lion King? Where the one who made everyone fear him? Then Artoria use her magical energy to shoot Issei down, but Issei dodged them easily. But Issei then see Artoria jump with her lance, hurtling at him, stabbing him. In the process, Issei was on the ground. Is that all you asked for me, and you show me this? Issei then raised two fingers at her and changed the direction to the right. Everyone who watched this follow his finger. They were shocked. Artoria turn and see Issei sit in a throne. Then she looked at the one she stabbed. It was decompressed by a bunch of crows. She left up her body. See this, she didn't understand. She stabbed him, but he was there. How? Did you like me, shadow clone? A clone, so you were there the whole time? Oh no, I did fight you, but then I just changed course with my shadow clone. How I didn't see it? Easy. You're already under my genjutsu. I don't know what this, but don't think with cheap tricks like this you can beat me. Good that the Artoria I know, always the one who hate to lose. Let us crank up the difficulty, shall we? Issei then raise his hand and summon the red spear Gibalg. So let's dance, my lady. In that both begin to fight, every sound, every move, every sweat they do, they both become to cancel each other attack. It seems both at the same league. Artoria, must this kid a credit, no one forced her this much in years. You're not bad. Samia goes for you, I'm enjoying this. Both are still fighting, their life depends on it. The factions. All who watch both fight was in awe. They saw Artoria never lost when she got here, but now this man comes and matches her, and Issei, too, who was down. See Artoria and the masked man fight. He saw this battle, he felt like an ant in front of titans, but then he heard Drake's voice. Partner, don't be down like this, you only see the face of two who battle for ages. I can see both have honed their skills in their younger years. Us dragons were like them when we're in our prime years. Do you think I'm weak, Drake? Well, you were weak before. Hey. Listen now, after everything is happening, are you gonna mope of what happened, or are you gonna fight? You've been used, so what I was used as a tool by mini hosts. Unlike you, they were greedy and stupid, let power go over their head, but you're different. Even the masked man know things about you, like he knows you better than anyone. Drake, do you know him or heard about him? Sadly no, this one a mystery, but I feel something from him. What do you mean? I feel a piece of myself inside of him, or something similar. Unlike Artoria, who have a dragon core, this one feels similar. I can't put my finger on it. Both were talking, but Issei felt hands on him. It was Rias, but this time just push her. No more, he would believe her. Issei. No Gremory, I don't want to hear it. You lied to me. Hell, maybe lied to all of us, and for what? To be the queen of the rating game or worse. Issei, I'm sorry. Sorry, do you think my life was something to play at it? And sorry, we'll fix it. I trusted, I taught you were different, but no, you just worse than Ryana. This word hurt Rias deeply. Issei, just stand away from her. He returns. Watch the battle near him was mash, and she Issei some of her enter in him. He was like an open book. A boy never asked for this, and he is good, but people played with his feeling. Jean was ashamed of the she-devil. She may be religious, but that doesn't stop her to curse this one. Now return to the battle. Artoria felt tired. Surprisingly, after blow her armor become to wear off. She see Issei without a scratch. She wasn't able to land a single hit. Don't you think playtime is over, Artoria? I'm getting bored out here, but I'm enjoying this spar. Artoria here this was surprised by his words. A spar? Did he think of this as a spar? She now knows it's time to end this quickly. She become to channel her holy lance. Issei, who stand there, was waiting patiently. He wanted this after so long. You could beg for mercy, my lance isn't a joke. A true warrior never surrender. A wise king don't seek war but always prepared for it. Indeed. Don't say I didn't warn you. In that she shoots from her lance a beam so strong makes everyone blind for a mere moments. There was a smoke screen. Artoria was still standing there panting strong. She used more energy than necessary. All of those who watched this thought she won, but they see the girls was beside them was smiling. This mean one thing. Let me say I'm impressed. Artoria heard the voice. She was beyond shocked. No, beyond. Everyone can imagine the smoke decapitated, and it was Issei raising his hand. There was no scratches, nothing at all. His eyes were too purple, the sign of the Rinnegan. How? Ha 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 ha. Issei laughed darkly. His aura go outburst. What's so funny? No, nothing, it's just see myself. I'm getting way stronger than ever. This kind of power some should run from now. Then I think it's my turn. Trace on. A magic circle appear, and Artoria can't believe her eye. What she see that was Excalibur. Do you like my Excalibur? How did you get this? This shouldn't be possible. Well, you would be correct. This one of many ability to copy any swords no matter what it is, but believe me, this isn't your Excalibur. Mine is SSS rank, your RA++ rank. The difference between us both, it's between heaven and the earth. Issei become to shine golden. The sword become to release some of it energy. Artoria summon her own Excalibur also. Both sword become to resonate with each other. Release the 6 seals. Approval. Bedivere, Gareth, Lancelot, Mordred, Galahad. This battle is for save the world. Arthur. Artoria hear the names and saw how Excalibur is shine. Told her all she needs to use it. X. Both shout. Caliba. Both launch their weapon potential. A huge portion of holy energy breaks the reality marble after the show, and all can see Artoria on the ground, can't move her body. Her armor was destroyed from the impact. Issei also bade his clothes to rip off, but he was still standing. I gonna say this, I enjoyed this fight. Fighting the real deal was amazing, Artoria, but oh well, most appealing thing must comes to an end. Issei become to go the her raise his blade. Artoria see this memories becomes to flash through her. Head, is this the end? Is this how her story end? But before everything go dark, something happened. Stop. Issei sees his variant stand between him and Artoria. Oh Issei, how are you gonna stand against me? I'm impressed really. Don't you think that enough? She is on the ground, she can't move. And it's not your business, isn't it? Why so adamant of protecting her so much? Because it's your way. Will not anyone die in your sight? You don't want to lose her, isn't that right? I know what it feels to protect someone you love. I mean, who wouldn't protect a woman like her? A gorgeous woman's blind hair, a CC body. Tell me, isn't that a purpose? Everyone heard him was a sweat drop, and some too didn't like the comments. Yeah, I mean, no, there is more to it. Oh, is that so? Then tell me, how will you protect her from me? Then let us be real, you don't stand any chance against me. You're weak, even with your balance breaker will not be enough. Not even Great Red himself can kill me. In what world you can say you can protect someone by staying weak? I'm not weak, I always train and always try to be better. Oh, by making those RDC moves and hearing women chest. Believe me, to some they may seem childish, but in other way it can be destructive. If used to other things you have the potential to surpass everyone, but you know what you lack. What? You lack hate, you lack anger, you lack power, you lack your resolve. Even so, I wouldn't let you hurt her. Do you hear this, Artoria? The boy have guts, even he stand against me barely. He is here for you. Issei, please leave. This doesn't include you. Live your life. My time is at end now. Enough. Shout Issei, too. Shocked both. Okay, this is different. I know I'm weak, hell, maybe even the weakest Red Dragon Emperor. Even so, I won't run, not hide, not let the people I hold dear die on me. So you will sacrifice your own life for her? Are you sure there wouldn't be another try? This would be your end, there no do-over. Even so, at least I know I died for someone else to live. I mean, I should have died long time ago. I'm in life support, if you want to use this term. All hear this, have tears scroll down. All heard Issei word, feel like needle pierce him. This soul was pure, even if it's a devil. Very well, then I would honor it. I will make it painless. In that Issei aura change and become purple. A ball of destruction become to materials in his hand. All become to shoots for Issei, too. To run, but he didn't budge. Artoria tried to lift her body up, but can't. The damage was great, but then everything stopped. Kidding, it's just as I expected. Everyone didn't understand what happened. The masked man become to remove his mask little by little. Everyone was waiting to see who is under the mask, and they were shocked, hell, even beyond shocked. It's like you all seen a ghost. This was Issei. Voldigode face to all. Artoria is flabbergasted, even she was shocked beyond shocked. You are. Issei, too? Words can't leave his mouth. Correct, I'm you, or better say I'm a variant of you. He then turned to the crowd and tell the girl to let them pass. Well, let's begin this again. I'm Issei Voldigode, the evil demon dragon god of tyranny, a destroyer. All was shocked, no words can utters their disbelief. No man, no women, no mortal can utter anything. Okay, are you all finished? The horror is gone. Speak, or you want me to erase you? Said Issei seriously but with funny expression, holding his laughter. Let's say all have questions, but Issei told them to hold it and he answers all of them. Some are shocked, even more. Azazel, so his theory was right. There many universe and alternate timeline in this one, so why are you here? Well, I come here to fix an anomaly. And who's the anomaly? You should know who she is. Everyone looked at Artoria. Wait, is she? You all guessed it. Artoria Pentadragon doesn't belong in this world. Her existence here was something, bring her by something or someone I don't really know, but I had my other clones clothing any tearing if there was, but good things there none. So you know everything? Asked Artoria, who tried to get up. Hardly. Issei, too. Become to help her get up, let her body lean on him to support. Of course, who wouldn't know you, Artoria Pentadragon? You can say you're my idol, the one I want to surpass in everything. I already fought a dark variant of you, but our battle didn't finish the way I want, so our battle isn't finished. Artoria hear this, can't believe this. This man, no god, was this powerful because of her and wants to surpass her. It seems she was good motivator, this weird to her, but even a dark variant of her, well, she can't not believe it. She see two version of Issei, so a dark her isn't out the question. By the way, who is the girls with you? Are there you girlfriend? Asked Azazel, make everyone blush. Oi, old man, don't put your nose, guess you're worse than my version of Azazel. Oh, is he more smarter or proud of what you become? Who knows really, he told me to get him the finest beer after my mission over. Yeah, that sounds right, nothing beats a finest beer. Not you too well to answer your question, girls, if you want. Then all step up to present themselves. First it was Mash. Nice to meet you everyone. I'm Mash Carry Light Bearer of Soul Galahad. I'm half heroic spirit. This get the attention of Artoria who heard this she the shield mass had it was the same Galahad had. I'm Kyoheim, a folklore myth in Japanese culture. The one who burned a monk because he lied to you. Asked Akino felt the dread from her but also felt something else. Correct, but now I'm Issei-sama servant. Said Kyoheim hug Issei arm affectionately the other Issei, too. See his other self is good with the ladies he was jealous but he can't do anything about it. I'm Jeanne d'Arc Maid of Orleans a former saint. All of the angels and saint where shocked Jeanne d'Arc herself is here. Child you. Michael would say something but it cut by Jalter. It would be good to save it angel no one need your sympathy. All who looked at her she looked like Jeanne she more dark and vengeful. Hey don't speak like this to Lord Michael. Said Irina angrily. I would my tongue if I were you Irina Shidu. Said Issei with at most dark tone. Irina gulped from this. Why do he hate her? It's okay Irina stand down. I'm sorry Jeanne d'Arc for what you got true. It's okay Lord Michael I don't hold grudges against you. I know I had mission to do for God and I know he is dead even so I don't stop being a believer. I'm glad to hear this and sorry for the other you. Save it angel I would like to burn you to crisp. Issei just sighed and karate chop her head. Now Jalter it's your turn. Fine Miss T or I'm Jeanne d'Arc Alter or you can call me Jalter for short. I'm the Alter version of Jeanne d'Arc. Don't think of me I'm like this bimbo I don't forgive this easy. Who are you calling bimbo you idiot? Who you call idiot you fat? I'm not fat you airhead. Airhead you. Both forehead clashed both really act like twins but then they both were separate by Issei Susanoo hands. Enough you two let your anger for the enemies for the future we said to get along. All sweat dropped from both antic but see Issei Susanoo was feel different how this one have power it's ridiculous. By the way are you also Red Dragon Emperor? Asked Azazel intrigued. Nah I'm not but I am. All didn't understand Issei then materials his gear it was something didn't see not know. Like my partner said he ain't the Red Dragon Emperor but he have a copy of its soul. So that why I felt myself in you. You long enough original me hell not even the variant was this smart. Should I take it as a compliment? Take it as much you want but let me tell you this his brother is just a fool and solely his name I even heard Azazel want to make show called the Grabbing Dragon. It was a mere silence until Draig snaps. Azazel don't think of doing this I warn you from now Issei stop him I don't want my name have a stain in the Red Dragon who feared by many. Alright I get it. Issei, too, said he really don't want it either. Well then my time is finished her so you see later if ever. Wait. Said Issei, too. What? I want to know why seems pissed about my family name. Now that a question one want to ask but didn't have the ball for it. Issei Hayada do you have siblings? No I'm only child my siblings was MSE. Then that what we differ mine didn't die but don't think it was rainbow and sunshine with me oh no it was the opposite I was the black sheep in the Hayado household my parents stopped caring about me when I was 6 years old do you know what it feels to be treated differently? Now Issei, too, was beyond shocked what the hell is his parents from other dimensions that bad? Did you? No I haven't yet but if they did I would erase their existence and let the beast of hell eat them and tear their body limb through limb. Now everyone was scared this was true Issei Voldigode he want to kill his family this much. This. I know what will you say but both me and you are different yours may be good but mine were trash no the trash is better than them I just left their waste of space name I'm now Issei Voldigode who ascendant to godhood anyone who step in my way will only die because of it. Issei had his eyes turn red with tomo circles fast everyone become to petrified this Issei is different he is cold powerful is this how his hate turn him they become to wonder if their Issei will become like this if he let hate consume him they don't want to think about it. I'm sorry for you had to suffer. It's not your concerns other me you have to live well and be prepared for the future and by the way here. Issei give his variant something that crushed through his veins. What was that? That is my blessing that will help you to grow even stronger. I must go and take this. Issei then traces a copy of the divine spear. What is this? That the divine spear that killed biblical God in my world take it and learn it ask Artoria to teach you. But I can't accept this is too much. You earned you stand against me and had ball then the Siscon who screams Ria Tan. Surzex felt attached by this word. Everyone had laughed at him. And Sona Citri. The Citri hear her name looked at this version of Issei. I would ask you to help my variant if he would swsh peerage and put in one that can't use him because I can't guarantee he's mentally ready for deal with PRD hair. I will do what I must Voldigode Kuan. How cold of you Soten. Said Issei makes Citri blush from that pet name not him. Can't please don't call me that. Why it's adorable I mean both you and me are finances in my world. This revelation shocked all in their peerage. She and Hayadu are together. She looked at Issei, too, and he did the same and asked. What? Tinhimter. Said both looked at each other. Ha look I spiral something well I have to leave my work can't be delayed and Issei summon gate but before he gone he turned for the last time. Artoria. Yeah. Take care of other me he would need guidance from you. I will. Good that what I like to hear and Surzex and Kiba Yuto. Yes. Both said sweating. Keep your eyes hands and your brain off Artoria she is already taken by other me if not I will show you fate worse than death. In that Issei entered the gate that closed after him they returned to Chaldea leaving both Surzex and Kiba looked by his wife Grafio want an answer and Tsubaki want to know what other meant they cursed Issei for this. Welcome back. All in Chaldea happy to see them again. Maybe we both would been best duos. You're right well let's sleep. Yes good night Issei. Good night Naruto.